Hey guys, if you enjoy the Drunken Peasants podcast, be sure to go to audibletrial.com/Drunken Peasants to get your free audio book. They have books like The God Delusion or Mr. Mercedes by Stephen King, also 150,000 other titles to choose from, so be sure to check that out. It supports the show and you get a free audiobook in the process, so what the fuck do you have to lose? Tacos.
Coming to you live from the frigid armpit of America, this is the Drunken Peasants Podcast with Ben and TJ, bringing you opinions of the news from an altered perspective.
Fuck it! Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
What the fuck are you talking about, atheist? It's okay.
You're nothing, TJ. You're garbage.
I just want to be light.
You're garbage, TJ.
And now, here are your hosts, Ben and TJ.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live.
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
Do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
Welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast, where we DP the fuck out of the news. I'm Ben.
And I'm Ben's evil sidekick,
And I am
JoJo.
Scotty Cena.
Scotty Cena is here.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah. This is our first time broadcasting on the Amazing Atheist channel.
Yeah. Thanks to, shut up, Scotty.
Yeah, he's trying to play John Cena music.
No one cares
My
about that
time
shit.
is now, TJ. I'm taking over the Amazing Atheist channel.
Your time is
Fucking
now.
run into the ground, you piece of shit.
Good.
And we also have a guest, Mr.
No.
Repsion.
Nope.
There's no guest. We killed him.
The guest is
Hello,
dead.
hello. Am I allowed to say this, my fellow reptiles? I know that sounds so corny every time. I cringe at myself when I introduce that, but since your audience is partially my audience in a way, so hello, my fellow reptiles.
Yeah.
He's appropriating your audience, TJ.
How are
Yep.
you? How are you a reptile anyway?
How am I?
You're a
Star
te-
Wars universe. I
you're a
adopted
terror?
my species off of a Transdotion. That's how my name originated.
TJ, he's a terror. That's what he's saying to you.
They are either Taz or they are Freemasons.
So many, speaking of Star Wars, so many people sent
Yeah.
me that Tumblr screenshot of you responding to, what did you think of Mr. Repsion crying of Star Wars? I'm biased with Star Wars. Like,
I'll tell you what,
it's
and we
so
can.
look,
and
Ben-
you're completely right. You're completely right when you said, like, there are so many other more important things he could be crying about, you know, or be happy about, but it's like Star Wars. Like, what the fuck?
I could cry over Star Trek more easily than Star Wars if I had to cry at either.
I've never seen Ben cry, except for that time I kicked him in the nuts really hard.
I don't even remember that happening, so that must have been a traumatic experience.
It was very traumatic. And then,
Well, the time you guys admitted your love for each other and, like, made out.
No, even then there were no
Oh,
tears.
there's no tears?
We're
Okay.
very. Me and Ben are the true reptiles because we don't fucking cry.
All right, well, man, I respect that, man.
We don't get emotional. We're just like, fuck
You're
feelings.
real men because you don't. You know,
Yes.
don't
We are
cry.
real men.
We're real
Men, wonderful men.
but we're not quite Klingons. So, I wish we were. Scotty can do a pretty good.
You have no honor.
You, yeah, like Worf would always be like, "I did not mean to offend you. I am sorry," like that. Yeah, we were talking about Star Wars and Star Trek. There's not a lot of comparisons aside from like they're both sci-fi and they have Star in both their names.
Yeah.
But we pretty much agreed that most Star Trek fans like Star Wars, but most Star Wars fans don't
You know,
necessarily
I can
like Star
agree with
Trek.
That is, I've found with convention wise, a lot of people who love Star Wars just don't like. I don't know what it is. I like both of them. Like, I like the new Star Trek films and stuff. I mean, Star Trek isn't like super. I'm not obsessed with it. I would never cry over it, obviously, unlike Star Wars.
I think actually Ben cried when he saw the new Star Trek.
Yeah, I didn't really like the
Did-
new ones. Yeah, not
See,
really.
that makes me feel not alone.
Yeah, yeah. All right.
I only cry when they introduce a new flavor of donut or something.
There's a new Ben and Jerry's flavor.
TJ goes to
my
the
God.
donut shop when they close so he can get like the stale donuts
Really-
at the end of the day.
Really emotional.
I made homemade donuts yesterday, actually.
Did
It was
you?
Amazing. Yeah, it was so easy to do, and it was delicious. If I ever get
far
the
too much
chance.
effort.
This technology should probably be kept out of my hands.
Dude, they have these
Hey,
like
if you move to Washington, I'll make you donuts.
Donuts.
That could happen. potentially.
TJ will eat donuts all day.
So, speaking of you making shit, you used to do cooking videos on your channel at one time. You're going to start doing that again?
I still did. I just made one like a month and a half ago.
Oh, shit. Well,
Yeah.
you need to make a donut cooking video and send it to TJ so he can...
Masturbate.
Yeah, I can do that. I would totally, people
Yeah,
always
TJ,
are sending me stuff and wanting me to do more cooking stuff. I mean, it's really cringy how I like eat the food and after I make it, but I love doing it. And I consider myself a pretty good cook. If you like deep fried stuff.
TJ, you can fuck the donuts too, so that's an added bonus for you there, man.
No, then they're too salty.
I can make the donut holes big or small, so depending on your size.
Oh, TJ had to be smaller for sure.
Someone in the chat room said Star Trek sucks, and they spelled Trek Treck.
Oh man.
God.
I used to say it like track.
Yeah,
But it wasn't-
A lot of people do that.
It wasn't like it was. It's not that I can't pronounce the word. It's just something in the way I talk, like how I don't say eggs. I say eggs.
Eggs
Rum.
and rum.
This is a rum.
We're on a rum right now.
Yeah, I do tend to say rum.
I'll tell you what though. One of your videos that made me want to vomit was when you mixed fucking sriracha and whiskey
Oh god,
together.
That was the gay video. Everybody thought I was gay after that.
Why'd they
That
think
was
you
a
were
bad
gay?
video. I guess it was just wearing the tank tops. We were both wearing tank tops, and we were showing too much skin.
Him
People
and
just
another
thought-
guy.
Yeah, that's.
I think they were projecting.
Like, what's
their
going
emotions
on
onto
here?
you.
Everybody does on YouTube is project.
Yeah,
One
that's
video.
It's
they
like
project their entire
I'm
opinion.
uncomfortably aroused by this, therefore this person is gay.
When they say sriracha, they really mean cum.
Even if I was gay, who the fuck cares?
I care, Repsion. We
We're-
don't allow no
we're
faggots
all
here on the
offended.
Drunken Peasants, dude.
I'm a white knight faggot. Come on.
Okay. Well, that's close enough.
So what do we have?
convert-
Do we have any good videos?
Oh God.
This Drunken Peasants has improved a lot since I was last on. Like this intro,
Yeah.
everything's been improved. So
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Everything's been
you guys
upgraded.
have the whole multi different cameras and stuff. So
Everything has improved except for one thing in particular that happened a couple
YouTube.
days ago.
yeah, YouTube.
Are we even going to talk about that in this show?
I mean, well, anyone could go back and
didn't-
watch the videos about what happened.
I watched the video. Did you guys? Is your Drunken Peasants thing in an actual network, or is it just standalone Google?
We are
AdSense?
standalone.
We stand
Well, that's-
alone.
Well, as much as I don't like saying it, and I hate recommending networks, they could probably get rid of that strike if you were. 'Cause I
Right.
know you're full
I actually
screen.
have some of the contacts over at my network working on that problem right now, so hopefully we can resolve that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, we don't want to talk too much about that negative bullshit.
People were doing petitions and stuff, and that's really nice. Thanks to everybody
Yeah.
that's supporting us.
for sure.
And
And
we,
for the new patrons on Patreon.
we had some
as
cool
well.
people like that people I've been watching on YouTube for a while that I didn't even know supporting us, like RPG Minx. She was supporting us too on Twitter.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
The Bible Reloaded guys sent me
Yep.
some like positive shit too. Anyway, what do we got for tonight as far as show shit?
Oh, check this out.
Hey, Scotty.
Okay,
I guess no one did your Metachlorians thing, TJ.
that's sad.
No. Someone did do the midichlorians thing. I just didn't want to get flagged for it because it's got a movie clip in it.
It's real small.
Oh.
Well, I probably have it. You want me to just fucking play it?
Nah, we'll save it for next time.
Okay.
Something for the people to look forward to.
For the plebs.
How do you feel about midichlorians, Daniel?
I hate
Before we
the
go on.
terminology, and I think it's stupid. The word is just, oh my god. Don't even get me started. That was a whole prequel creation. That's like, I don't believe it exists. No, midichlorians are not real.
But before we move on, actually, are you hopeful for the new movies? Did you like that trailer?
Well, he cried over it.
I don't know.
It's
Maybe he
vague.
cried because it was terrible. I
TJ
don't know.
said it was vague. It's meant to be vague. In fact, they weren't even planning on releasing a trailer, supposedly. But I guess peer pressure from people like just going nuts over the rumor of it releasing. Then they just compiled something really together fast.
I'm not
just threw it
saying
out
it's
there.
vague, therefore it's bad. I'm just saying that I really felt like they needed to do something to get people who were kind of like disenfranchised with Star Wars because of the prequels.
Yeah.
Right. I think they needed to do something to be like, we're bringing it back to its roots and shit.
I honestly think like the cinematography and everything of the new Star Trek movies would look better as a Star Wars movie.
That's kind of how I felt too.
I agree.
But yeah, I
was
don't know.
shocked there was no
I
lens
kind of
flares in that. That trailer was just no lens.
well,
flares.
they're saving that for the theatrical.
All right. So we usually like to start off the show now with someone trashing TJ in a video. So
Sounds good.
that's what we're gonna do.
Let's do it.
The Amazing Atheist has to have set some kind of record.
I love
for the
that
most
shirt. That's a great shirt.
I don't know where it is. It's lost.
Where did
You've
you
done a
get
lot
it?
of
Where did you make it? Did you buy it?
No, it was actually my wife's shirt.
Oh, whoa. Didn't expect that.
And then I fucking. That's why it's so extremely tight on my body, and also why you can't. I'm cutting off my belly because my fat belly just hangs out of the bottom of it. So it's not like I could ever actually have worn it in public or anything, unless I just wanted to show off my big fat belly.
You should film a video like rant with that on, and have like.
Oh
your
man,
belly
that's my
pop
old
up.
apartment too. That fucking hideous goddamn wall color. The
Was it
wall,
like powder blue or
yeah,
something
it was
like that?
baby blue.
Jesus.
It was fucking. And then at the living room was like bright ass yellow.
Yeah, I remember that.
That play. I don't know who the fuck painted that or chose the color scheme for it, but goddamn.
So this. Oh, by the way, the title of this video is "The Amazing Atheist: No True Feminist Fallacy."
Okay.
Is the title.
videos made
Can't
about
wait.
a subject without understanding what that thing
Oh, I saw
you're talking
this.
about is.
Okay.
He did a new video about objectification, which I've already made a response to him about objectification. I will link that video in the below bar.
I'm sure it's a riveting video.
This one has some elements that are new. Because this one is a sequel to his previous video where he talked about Sharon Osbourne laughing about a man having his genitals cut off by his wife while he was asleep. The previous video illustrates one of the Amazing Atheist's core problems with feminism is that he
He's an
always
idiot.
labels anyone who says anything problematic a feminist while
That's
rejecting.
bullshit.
This guy sounds like Ryan Wiley.
is about as entertaining as
That's
Ryan
not
Wiley
true.
too.
Oh shit. What? What's happening? Oh shit, Sharon Osbourne. God, you gotta warn me before you put Sharon Osbourne on screen.
No,
The
seriously.
Talk, TJ, your favorite show.
Right. So he's talking shit about that video you made.
Okay.
He's
Well,
saying that
I mean-
anytime you bring up things about problematic regarding feminism, that are automatically a feminist, like you're labeling anyone.
I just go by what people label themselves as. I mean,
Yeah.
I can't. Who am I to dictate who is and isn't a feminist? If someone identifies as a feminist, I'm not going to say, well, they're not really because this. I mean, unless they're doing something completely antithetical.
Well, unless they say something like, I do not believe in equality of men and women, I'm a feminist. It's like, that doesn't make any sense.
Right.
You know what I mean?
If there's like a direct contradiction,
Yeah.
sure.
But barring that, if they want to say I'm a feminist, like, well, whatever, garden variety fucking feminist you are, that's fine. Because we know there's a million different kinds, and they all argue amongst themselves.
Ben is trying to show off his shirt.
Yeah.
Fuck soccer.
Why does it sound like there's like a wind tunnel in here? all of a
That's
sudden?
that's Repsion's mic.
Is it really?
He's in a cave.
I'll put it further away. If you hear any loud noises or screams, just
Stop.
my neighbors.
Okay. Oh yeah. We all know that you love your neighbors. They're your buddies.
I have more.
You hang out with them all the time.
I remember that's another thing about my first apartment is we had this neighbor underneath us.
There's always bad neighbors in apartments.
This neighbor.
Are we gonna really
underneath
go into?
Oh yeah. Well, it's
I
more
wanna hear
interesting
it. I
than
wanna
this
hear
shit.
it.
Yeah, but fuck TJ. We gotta talk about the fucking videos.
Oh my
That's
God.
what we do.
No, we
Stop snoring during the fucking videos and talk about the fucking video.
we got tangents.
We got
Okay.
tangents.
Tell your fucking story and then we're gonna talk about the video.
Okay.
Maybe.
The story is there was this guy named fucking Bo that lived underneath us that was like the most he must have the most overly sensitive ears on the planet because he would literally like complain about us closing the toilet lids too loud in the night and shit.
Walking around.
Walk around too heavy. It's like, fuck you.
No, he claimed you stomped around your room. He's like, you stomp up there. It's like, no, we don't. We just walk like normal human beings. Like, sorry.
Even called the cops on us once because we were playing our TV too loud.
Well,
for
no,
him.
that's because they came and threatened me. I was like, I just told him, like, very nonchalantly, I'm like, okay, just call the police. I will. I will. It's like, okay. That's after he threatened to kick my ass, but he's like a 5'3", just shrimpy guy, and I was like, okay. Dude.
How old were you at that point? You must have been pretty young.
Oh, God, I was probably 21.
Oh, okay, so it wasn't that long ago.
All right. So, Sharon Osbourne.
Yeah,
That was it? I thought there was like some deep story
Oh,
to
we
it
could,
other than...
we could go into it, but it would take
No,
too
I mean,
much
like, we
time.
could just sit here and bitch about it for like
Right.
3 hours.
All right, let's
but-
go.
I've heard them talk about it already. They've told me.
The idea that anyone who says anything reasonable is a feminist. And I will
What?
show an example of this from his video.
Okay.
He defines objectification again, this time showing his Google search.
Yep.
Using this definition, which allows him to continue to use his straw man that he uses.
So you're really going to
over
object
and
to
over
the...
again in
Wait,
his
hold on,
videos.
stop.
Wait.
Despite
You object to the Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy's definition of feminism?
Of objectification.
Excuse me, of objectification. Like,
It's
that's
not like it's Wikipedia, it's...
I mean, I don't have any compunction about using Wikipedia. Every fucking study has shown that it's just as accurate as any other encyclopedia, but this is not from Wikipedia. This is from fucking Stanford EDU. And this is this is a definition garnered from like a pro-feminist article. Objectification is a notion central to feminist theory. It can be roughly defined. It even says roughly defined right there, as the seeing and or treating a person, usually a woman, as an object.
Why does it have to be usually a woman? Is that like...
Because this is a feminist definition from a pro-feminist paper.
Right.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
the fact that the Stanford Encyclopedia is right below that, where he could have read that very
That is
lengthy
from the
article,
Stanford
which shows
What?
there's a lot of
Oh.
nuance to the concept.
That-
God, he's so dumb.
Oh my God!
Did he really just say that?
Google pulled that from there.
How stupid can you possibly be to not realize that Google is just taking the definition from that page and just showing it to you to, like, basically, this is what you're searching for, here you go. Google does that for a lot of shit, like, you know, movie listings or whatever.
Oh my. Oh my.
Which is necessary for him to understand to talk about it.
And I read
In
that
order
article,
to
by the way, you
show-
stupid piece of shit.
That men are objectified and that feminists are totally cool with it. He uses two BuzzFeed articles. There's a problem that BuzzFeed is not a feminist site, but
Okay, hold on. BuzzFeed is a feminist. It's not a site devoted entirely to feminism, but BuzzFeed has had a fucking shitload of pro-feminist articles and continuously pushes feminist narratives. There's no way you can deny that.
Yeah,
Right.
you've said
All
that
you
in
have
your
to do-
videos on your
That's
main
right.
channel.
I was actually explained in the video he's responding to, so I don't know how he missed that explanation. Maybe his fucking head was up his ass at that time.
It's kind of like saying, you know, Tumblr's not a feminist site, but there's feminist propaganda on it for sure.
everywhere.
Yep.
ignore that because occasionally they put feminist content. But as you see, this one, which is the most damning example, is written by a man. So what he's proven is that gay men will write articles that objectify men.
Hold on. Who wrote the article is not relevant. This is about who the readership of the site is. If you go to alexa.com and check out who's reading BuzzFeed, it's like 75% female, 75% in the fucking, 20s and 30s range. So this is a site with a continuing, ongoing feminist narrative that's frequented mainly by women.
His second one is this about the men of Harry Potter, which is more tongue-in-cheek, but is in fact written by a woman. Now,
He's very focused on who actually wrote it and what their gender is.
It was written by a woman.
This was
Give
written by
him
a
that.
woman. This was written by men. I hesitate to say that most these articles are not written. This is most of these articles are like a series of pictures with like some very brief, unclever captions on them. There's very few actual articles on BuzzFeed, and then sometimes there are, and there's even actually good articles on BuzzFeed sometimes. But for the most part, BuzzFeed is just like, look at this collection of gifts that I somehow tied together under this vague auspices.
I typically try to stay away from that website.
It's all over Facebook.
You can't. Well, you know, if you do what we do, you gotta fucking somehow you gotta take a dive in the shit, Daniel.
Right.
I do that all the time on Tumblr, though. Ugh.
It's kind of like the people that have to fix the sewer lines and shit like that.
Yeah, that's part of our job. You have to dive head first into the bullshit.
Yep.
I would say in terms of objectification, both are not equal. The first one is obviously worse because it hardly contains any text and it asks you to pick which body part is better, reducing men to their body parts.
Right.
But the Amazing Atheist doesn't understand objectification and what it is.
All right.
Here he uses
Teach me.
Yeah.
Teach me, master.
You're about to get
Teach me.
schooled now. You're about to get schooled.
This article taught me that sexual objectification of men exists too.
It exists, and that's not a bad thing, like female objectification can be.
Comments. One from this person at the top that says, this article taught me that sexual objectification of men exists too. And then this one from the bottom where the woman claims that sexual objectification of women is bad, but sexual objectification for men is not. Now, his entire argument stems on him calling the woman from below a feminist while the woman from the top is not. I will also point out
I don't
that
care. No.
The top comment has been voted.
Stop. That's wrong. That's just simply wrong. I never say anything about who's a feminist.
Did this
and
guy
who's
really
not.
watch your video?
I watched your video. You didn't even mention that.
I didn't. I have no idea whether either of these people are identify as
That's
feminist
irrelevant.
or not.
That's irrelevant.
I would
There's
actually.
no words there.
I mean, I would assume that Raina is because she's talking about female objectification being bad, while male objectification is not bad. So I would say that she probably is someone that identifies as a feminist. As far as the top person, I would assume that probably is a feminist too, because they're still talking about the sexual objectification thing, which is a big feminist talking point on a very pro-feminist fucking site. So I wouldn't even deny that both of these women are probably feminists, but that didn't even cross my mind when I was making this video. My argument has nothing to do with that.
Up much more than the bottom comment, despite the fact that they're an hour apart from each other.
Right.
So what?
So what does
If
timestamps
BuzzFeed
have
is
to do
in
with
fact
it?
this haven for feminists, that would suggest that feminists agree more with the top comment than the bottom one. But let's not get into evidence. We're talking to atheists here.
Oh.
Is he making an argument based on how many likes they have because of the hour that they were made in difference?
Well, he's building this fallacious argument where he's saying that my argument is contingent upon the top person not being a feminist and the bottom person being a feminist, and therefore, since the top comment got more support on the site, that shows that
this is a classic straw man. This is the classic straw man.
Oh my God.
You know, but it does. I mean, like, I don't whether who identifies as a feminist and who doesn't in that exchange is totally irrelevant to what I said.
I could attack your actual arguments, but instead I want to attack you on this issue that you didn't even mention.
Oh my goodness.
Now, he defines
Boo!
Everybody's
This guy
favorite.
lives in Seattle, by the way, supposedly.
Anti-male or whatever he wants it.
Go kick him in the nuts for me.
This is also done with Anita Sarkeesian, who explicitly shows you examples of women being treated as disposable or as merely bodies without any autonomy of their own, which is what objectification is. An amusing example when it comes to Sarkeesian
has never proven anything she said.
is that I
Pause it. I feel like Scotty wants to rant here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Like, Anita Sarkeesian is basically the queen of wild conjecture without evidence of any kind. Just like, I've always said this about feminists especially, because, I mean, it's kind of reminiscent of theists, but feminists especially are the ones where it's like, we have no evidence for what we're saying, but you just have to agree with us, or we're going to vilify you and treat you like you're this horrible person. It's like, and even if you're not coming from the perspective, like, I think you're wrong, I just want to know more. I want this kind of, like, can you show me how this is happening and show me some evidence of, you know, of this occurring? And it's like, or like how this is actually hurting women. And it's like, no, you're just a sexist.
I saw this fucking video that Thunderfoot made about Anita Sarkeesian. It was hilarious. It was like she used like the game Hitman, because there's a part where you're like in a strip club.
Yeah.
And the fucking goal is to sneak past these strippers that are like in their dressing room.
Sure.
To get to whoever you have to, do the hit on.
Yeah.
And if you kill any of the strippers, you lose like points in the game, like you're penalized.
Mission
for
failed,
it.
yeah.
Right. But Anita Sarkeesian, in her example of this game objectifying women, she actually went and like killed all the strippers and like drugged their fucking bodies into a dumpster.
See, it's like you're not supposed to do that.
And then she was like, "This game." She was saying that
Right.
this game invites players to kill women.
Right.
It's like, no, you're actually penalized for doing that.
Yeah, that's like
same goes with the Australian and GTA 5 that got taken off the shelves in Australia.
Right.
It's the same thing. The whole petition was saying that specifically that you get more points by killing women, like it encourages you to kill these women, when in reality it does the exact opposite. It punishes you for killing innocent people. You get negative, you lose money by doing that.
We should make a game called Woman Hunter, where you're just this misogynist man who just decides like, I'm gonna kill women.
that sounds like the Amazing Atheist game to me.
We could be the official Amazing
Head with
Atheist
beer
game.
bottles.
You lose points for killing men, but every woman you kill is like, yeah.
The final boss of the final level can be a giant banana, like a 10-foot long banana
That
just
comes out of a giant vagina that shoots fire out of its clit.
Thanksgiving, talked to a woman who had seen Sarkeesian speak live, and she and I had a conversation about Sarkeesian, which was the first conversation in real life I've ever had about Sarkeesian, in which I didn't have to tell.
Okay, even I'm bored with this.
I
now.
told you, Ben.
Okay.
This is stupid.
This
All
is
right.
the same guy, I believe, and he made a video. This guy made a video. Someone sent it to me. It's Mr. Repzion is racist because I used the word nigga with an A at the end of it.
Right.
And he got all pissy at me because I have Content ID, and the whole video, like his entire video for the most part, was all of just like my video, just cut it into different sections, and he would post like a picture in between those segments. And I have Content ID, so the whole video got it didn't get copyrighted strike because that's different than a Content ID.
Right.
Content ID just means it gets blocked. Not an actual copyright strike. And then he made another video. This is the same guy though. That's he hates Thunderfoot, he hates TJ, and he hates me.
Is he religious? Is he a Christian or something?
No, he's not religious.
He's just a feminist?
No, exactly. Yeah, his I think his channel is like the Sequester Zone or something. He's made a bunch of videos on TJ, me, and no, not me, only two, but and Thunderfoot. Like he's a Anita Sarkeesian fanboy, I think. Maybe I'm wrong on that. I don't know.
Acolyte of the
I'm not sure.
Sarkeesian. Yeah.
So here's a video made by a guy who's unraveled the conspiracy plot to make America gay.
What?
Hear him out, guys. Hear him out. Hear him out.
You know,
This
I'm
isn't
willing to
Joseph
listen.
Martelli, is it?
No, I don't think so. It's some guy who's dressed in like a religious garb, like he's, some sort of priest of some sort or minister. So
Let's see.
Okay.
Why has homosexuality come out of the closet into the living room of American life? Through a combination of media, Hollywood, lobbies, and courts, all run by Jews. Sexual depravity.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, by the way, there's
And it's the Jews.
it's the Jews trying to make everybody gay. You guys didn't know that?
Oh.
Yeah.
But I
White
can't stop
Jews.
laughing at his appearance. His ears.
Well, you know what? Judaism is the slowest increasing religion in the world, or one of them. So maybe that's what it is. They're feeling outnumbered, so they got to make everyone gay.
Exactly.
Is now touted as the new normal. In fact, a sitcom called The New Normal features perverted bedroom scenes and homosexual propaganda targeting American youth.
This is disgusting.
Oh my
And
God.
like Modern Family.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because there's gay people because they don't pretend like gay people don't exist anymore.
Wait, gay people? What? I thought that was just a television myth.
Because pretty much everyone knows at least one gay person, and You know,
Yeah, it's so weird they would appear on television shows. I mean, because like you said, no one's ever met anyone that's gay. I mean, it's just kind of ridiculous to even make this argument. Hey, this people are now accepting this. Like, yeah, people have stopped being closed-minded assholes. It's amazing.
I wonder if he thinks like when black people started being featured more prominently on
Right.
television, if it was like also a Jew thing.
yeah, back in the day, like way back in the day, black people, like if they did appear, if they didn't have like a white actor in blackface, you know, they would have
Probably, yes, sir, master.
yeah, or they wouldn't have any lines at all, and they'd be like the cook or something like that, or you know,
I saw this
it was
old-
ridiculous.
I saw
He's
this
probably
old
a white
movie.
supremacist, to be honest.
I saw this
Yeah.
old ass movie where these white people were exploring the jungle and they had this black dude carrying their supplies, and then he falls off a cliff, and they're like, "Shit, what was in that backpack?"
Really?
Oh yeah.
And how old was this movie?
This is like from the maybe 30s or 40s.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah.
What was in that bag?
All right, let's listen to more of this crazy fuck.
Family and faking it continue the endless onslaught of sexual perversion. Jewish Hollywood also spreads the great to be gay message with movies like Brokeback Mountain and Adam and Steve. But it's not just on our screens, it's on our streets with gay pride parades, egged on by the Jewish-owned media.
I think this guy just
Over-
wanted an excuse to get
Jewish-owned
these.
media?
I think this guy just wanted an excuse to get all these clips together.
Yeah. There's a conspiracy theory that like the Jews control Hollywood and the media
Really?
and
I have
everything.
never heard
And it
of
looks,
that.
it's funny. 'Cause it looks like the footage he's using is like, oh, okay, never mind. Actually, I would say TD Bank is mostly in Canada, but they have them in the U.S. too.
For running the real normal.
We need to open the DP
Topping
bank.
the plot to make America gay are powerful Jewish lobbies. Behind the Boy Scouts lifting its ban on homosexuals were the National Jewish Committee on Scouting and the United Synagogue of Conservative Judaism.
Oh my
And the
god.
Anti-Defamation League has unleashed, in tandem with the American Federation of Teachers, a flood of homosexual books placed before the eyes of impressionable young children in our public schools.
What?
Oh my
Dude,
god.
those kids are gonna see gay people and they're gonna turn gay. 'Cause
They're
just
gonna turn
seeing
gay.
A gay person.
Look, if you're so like flexible to being gay that like the mere like fact that you see it once just makes you like, yeah, I could do that.
But you know, it's
then
fine
you were
if it-
already gay to fucking begin
you
with.
know what? But it's always fine if it's religion. If like, okay, if you indoctrinate children with religion, that's totally okay. But if you show them that there's alternative lifestyles, they're just going to instantly become gay. You know, like two guys kissed, I must be gay now. You know, it's like it's like the impressionability level just varies. You know,
I
what
don't
mean?
remember Judaism being very pro-gay
well,
historically.
not publicly, Ben.
Yeah, but I mean, you
but
know,
the secret Jewish cabals that run the world from a bunker at the center of the earth.
on top of their money piles, you know, of course, too.
The goal is to dismantle a Christian consensus in America, for where no shared values are present, a Jewish worldview takes over. But the
Okay.
most sinister of Jewish influence
You're gonna say something?
I hate the term shared values. Shared values just pisses me fucked off when I hear religious people say that. Or
Unless
is
we
anyone-
all agree on everything. Everything is fucked.
We have to understand shared values means specifically against, you know, like gay people, against abortion. Like if you don't share those values, then you're a terrible person. Like you cannot have a differing belief or opinion on anything.
Right,
I
right.
hate the phrase.
And
They
and
just
that's
used
why
it.
Sounds
Shared
like we
values-
got ourselves a puppet for the Jews.
and that's why you were ostracized, because you believed in
Oh, yeah,
evolution,
because
even
I
though you
didn't
were a
share the same
Christian.
fucking values of. I mean, I the church I grew up in, I just believed in evolution. You know, that's nothing. It's not like I was believing in Satan or demonic activities or participating in Harry Potter. I just believed in evolution, and that was enough to be ostracized out of the church that I was participating in
Blasphemy.
by everybody.
People wanted a screen cap of this, so I'm just giving it to them really quick. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right.
is what's happening in our courts. Same-sex practice was force-fed all the way up to the Supreme Court by the ACLU when Donna Lieberman represented
ACL Jew,
Jewish
you mean?
lesbians. Edith Windsor.
He always does shit like that. ACL Jew.
And Thea Spire. The case resulted in 4 Jews on America's highest bench: Ginsburg, Kagan, Breyer, and Sotomayor striking down the Defense of Marriage Act.
Okay.
All right, then.
So the Jews in the Supreme Court are also part of the conspiracy, apparently.
All the Jews are part of this conspiracy.
All the
then.
Jews are evil. We all know that.
I mean, I think I knew that some of them were Jewish, but I really don't give a shit what the religions of the people in our government are. So
Well, you should care, because when shared values are gone, Jewish values take over, and they're perverted and evil.
I had never heard of these type of Jewish values before. Like, you know, I was raised Catholic, so I had the Old Testament, and I thought that those were like the Jewish values for the most part. Okay.
You just believe whatever the left-wing Jew-run media tells you, don't you, Ben? I think that's enough of this character, don't you guys?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. Okay,
Just
so
send
the
that
ne-
video to me. I have a good Facepalm Sunday video I could do to that.
Okay, absolutely. The next one is about how violent video games are like a demonic Trojan horse of sorts.
Oh God, not this again. Don't attack my video games. I get mad.
Yep. Yeah, that's why I picked this one.
Well, it's like the violent acts in video games is like the Trojan horse. Remember the Trojan? Everybody that's going to school remembers Troy and the Trojan horse. How that one army gave the other army a gift of peace. It was supposed to be a Trojan horse, but inside of that horse was another army. And when the people fell asleep that night, the soldiers came out and they took everybody captive and killed people. That's the same way.
Yeah, I think we all understand that story. It's kind of hard to find someone who's not already familiar with that. Like, I don't really think the recap is necessary.
It's like, yeah, I think everyone knows what.
But just wait,
is.
he's probably going to make a correlation how the video games is the same way.
It is with some of these video
Something is
games.
contained in those
Is that inside of these video games is actually the devil and the demons.
Oh, okay.
Their influence is there, their presence is there, but you can't
Makes as much sense as Anita Sarkeesian.
see them with the natural eye. And once you put them in your machine and you start seeing these things come out,
Put it in
their
the devil
actions and the
box.
killing and the mayhem, what happens? They actually come through the TV screen and they start to set up their camp right within inside of the home of your child. And what's happening?
wow.
They start to influence your child with things of
I have a question,
well-
TJ. I think this is a valid question. Like, if these demons are that powerful and able to do this, why do they even need a video game? Like, why is the video game a prerequisite to this? You know what I'm saying? It's like, couldn't they just show up at the house regardless and be like, time to possess your children? You know, it's 4:30.
No, they need that little video game.
Yeah, they need the
boost.
Xbox. Like, oh yeah, just put that Xbox on. Oh yeah, it's on now.
The demon just lurks within the Xbox. Soon. Wanna play Call of Duty? Yes.
Oh yeah,
I like how these
the
types of
bad
people
guy
make,
now your soul is mine.
Satan! Hail Satan!
I love how these types of people make anything that's enjoyable by lots of people as demonic. Like, if lots of people like something, it has to be demonically related to something.
Yeah, nothing gets very popular unless it's evil somehow.
Pokemon, those are evil.
Pokemon?
Harry Potter. All evil.
On the last episode, we had two videos, and one claimed that there was hidden Christian messages in My Little Pony, and then the other one claimed that My Little Pony was evil. Kind of
What was
interesting.
the reasoning for My Little Pony being evil? I haven't heard that one.
It was insane.
We don't even. It was like all crazy fuck shit. It was crazy as fuck.
I was
It didn't
gonna
make
say
any sense.
the reason you see the like popular things in the media are always satanic is because people know if they talk about some obscure shit, no one's gonna listen. But if they're like, hey, you know, you watch this show and it's really, you know, in league with Satan, they're gonna get more people to click on the video or
The
watch
vigilant
it.
Christian
That's
principle.
probably true, yeah. view whoring through Christian view whoring.
Oh yeah, they do. They
It's
do
like
the same thing. They
you know,
link bait,
it's
too.
like how as soon as the new Star Wars trailer came out, the Vigilant Christians like, Star Wars is satanic.
Eureka.
Oh my god, I stopped responding to that guy. I actually wanted to have a civil dialogue with him. I think we exchanged like 2 videos back and forth, but then it got to the point like this guy either is not real, or he's a troll, or he's the most deluded person I've ever met.
I would say the third one.
Murder is okay. The Bible says in the last days, the love of many shall wax cold, which is in Old King James English, which is archaic. We don't use wax. We say grow now. You grow. You say, King James, you say, oh, you're waxing old, which means you're growing old. But
Wax
the
on,
Bible says in the
wax
last days, it will wax cold or grow cold. It's because there's going to be influences of the enemy. The enemy is not going to march in your house with a long pitchfork and a long tail and horns. He has subtle ways, the Bible says. He has subtle ways. He's very sneaky.
Okay,
very
hold on.
Totally out of context.
Monster
too.
energy drinks of the devil.
Right.
I love how like the Christians always like it says in the Bible there'd be doubters. It's like, okay, can't you see how that's just a built-in defense mechanism of the book itself?
Okay.
Clancy!
Well, okay. In Exodus, they have
Do your fucking homework, Clancy.
They have basically part of Exodus is Moses kills someone, but before he kills him, he looks around to make sure no one's looking. You know what I mean? So there's so many parts in the Bible where it's like we could use that to interpret. Hey, if you go kill somebody because you think it's divine, like God told you to do it, just make sure you look around. No one's around, then it's okay to murder them. You know what I mean? Like, you can say, oh, well, the Bible later says that. Well, it's like, well, it's obviously wrong in general, but if God told me to do it, then it's okay, as long as I look around and make sure no one else is going to see. You know what I'm saying? Like, these Christians always do this. They always take some part of the Bible and use it to justify what they're saying.
Isn't that what everybody does? Someone of any religion?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you've seen the Vigilant Christians videos, right? Yeah. Are you a fan of the Vigilant? Actually, Vigilant Christian made a video too, Repsion.
Yeah, I just mentioned earlier I responded to
I think
we
that
tried
was
to do
when-
a video exchange.
Oh, was I out of the room?
I think that was when Ben was out of the room.
Oh, okay. All right.
He's slick and uses video games to get at the children because he wants this generation that's now and the generation to come. So if you watch enough of these things, you'll become null and insensitive to your fellow man.
It all started with the Atari game where you're a cowboy raping female Indians. That was the first one. That was the first demonic game.
Play Oregon Trail too much.
Oregon Trail.
Like, oh man, people get dysentery all the time. They're fine. You know?
Yeah.
Even
People
rape
die.
is demonic.
Right.
Everything is demons.
Whereas you can take literally do what the video game saying. You can run a person over with your car, get out of the car, and then shoot them, get in your car, and go about your business. Why?
Pretty sure people were doing that before video games were invented. Just a hunch.
Yeah, but
There was no
I mean-
crime before video games. We all know we lived in a utopia. Then someone invented video games and it was all downhill from there.
it was all downhill from there.
Because you're already made insensitive to it. That love that would normally be there is not there anymore because you have this.
This is yet another person that
evil spirit.
doesn't really distinguish between fantasy and reality.
Right.
I don't think anyone playing.
Well, he's a Christian. There you go.
Yeah. I mean, the experience of manipulating a controller to make a character on a screen shoot somebody that isn't real and has no actual thoughts or feelings of emotions is totally different than the actual act of shooting another person.
Those ones and zeros piss me off.
Like, there's no similarity between those two events except for, like, you're watching a facsimile of one happen.
They're the same thing.
You know, I'd love to see. All too often, I hear these people say, you know, this is demonic. I would love to see a person actually try to explain in a supernatural explanation on how something actually becomes demonic. Have you ever thought about that? Like, how does the game itself? How is it demonic? Like, I don't even know if that question makes sense, but it's just something like,
yeah,
how do these
how do the-
objects?
Yeah, I mean, like,
supposedly
at what, like, let's
demons
say-
go into people or something. You know?
Yeah,
like,
you and
how
I are like creating a video game or something, Repsion, and we start putting violent content in it. Do the demons just like show up at that point? Like, okay,
they just like show
we're
up.
in now.
They
Or
just
someone
show up.
opens a disc tray and they like flood into the console. You know, like how the fuck does it actually something become demonic?
Or do we
I've
need to
never
like
heard of explanation for that.
paint a pentagram with blood and put the game in the center,
I
light
think-
a bunch of candles,
Yeah.
chant some incantations.
I think Satan just
sacrifice a
Explanation.
baby to
I would
Satan.
take that as an explanation too.
On your Xbox, they just jizz on it, their demon jizz, and then you just become it just infects it. Then it's just like for all time, you're just
Maybe the manufacturing center for all the Xboxes and PlayStations is actually located in hell, and
true.
every fucking console just comes with its own demon.
Spirits who they literally take you by the hand and they pull you into these things.
No,
and they tell you
that
there are no
literally does not
absolutes.
happen.
They literally take you by the hand. Okay.
They do not.
Hey TJ, I downloaded that Telltale Game of Thrones game. So when I go to play, a demon's gonna take me by the hand. It's like, okay, time to be
At some point in the
indoctrinated.
game, a demon's hand will
Yeah.
literally come out of the screen,
Holy shit.
and you'll be like, "Oh shit!" And it's gonna take you by the hand and lead you in, and then your soul is damned.
Yeah. Oh well, you know, shit happens.
You
You don't have
need
to be-
Jesus, boy.
Be responsible for anybody. Just do your thing. There's no chastisement. There's nothing to happen to you. So it's okay to rape a girl. It's okay to kill this guy. It's okay to take a flamethrower and burn somebody up to a crisp.
Now
because
another
that's
bad
only a
objective morality
game.
argument.
But it's not.
Do you say that because he's
Subliminally.
black?
So wait, it's not a game?
He's basically saying it desensitizes you, and then you just become like this raving lunatic that just like has no morality.
Okay,
just
so-
like, it's okay to rape.
But then, with the advent of violent video games, we would have seen actual real-world violence spike.
You know what the
and we
funny thing is that with more people adopting and playing video games and other forms of media, like violent crime rates have dropped in America. So what he's actually saying is actually totally untrue.
How long does he keep
They're
going
working
on
on-
with this? Does he just keep repeating himself?
Yes.
Probably.
And
It's a-
say take you by the hand.
It's a 4-minute long video.
4 minutes of fucking torture.
That watch is
Right.
demonic. How does?
We have to remember, don't put anyone who appears in our videos in a thumbnail, by the way. Don't do that.
If we put this guy
yeah,
in
you
a
know,
thumbnail,
your video's gonna get flagged because of me.
Yeah, because if we put this guy in the thumbnail, then people are going to think, like, this is obviously some kind of black video. And then
Right.
they click on it and they see 3 white guys. They're like, I was misled.
Right.
I was lied to.
flag them.
By the way, this video will be posted on the Drunken Peasants channel
Yes.
shortly after it ends.
Yeah, so it's not going to be here in case. Well, I mean, the people who are watching it now, they're not going to come watch it later. But
Right, of course.
I don't know. Who cares? Anyway, next fucking whatever.
Well, some people may watch it later.
This
Yeah.
fucking guy.
On your brain. They're going in there. They're setting up.
It gets in your brain.
The minds of children, and then in the middle of the night, like the Trojan
He's
horse,
just saying the same
they
shit
come
over and
out.
over again.
They start.
Okay, yeah, I don't understand how you can make the same point for 5 minutes, but whatever.
He's trying. He's trying, man. He's trying. Just give him that opportunity, and he'll take it.
Here's that fucking crazy show again. Remember the dick will make you slap somebody.
Yeah.
Oh man, this video is kind of long, so we'll probably only play a little bit of it. But this is a fucking gold mine. This like it's like a public access show or something.
Okay. The Alexis Tyler
The
show.
music,
Yeah.
already the music.
Yeah.
Actually getting off on the bleeding, actually seeing this boy in pain, hearing them cringe and actually make noises and beg them to take all this dick up out of here because I can't handle this. It's too much. This is too big. This is too painful. And the men, they will actually coach these boys. No, take it anyway. You can take it. You can handle it.
Never had.
Look at her face. She's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Girl. That's what this entire show is, from what I can tell.
Yeah.
Gay guys better learn some lessons then.
But they do it to women. That's the point I'm making. It's the same act. They do the same attitude. It's just a different gender. But the act and the idea is the same. So but I want to say that before I actually get into that part about how to please, things that men need to know, because it's a lot of these young boys that'll do anything. Their need to be loved is insatiable, and they getting played by these men. These men are running games on them. Then you got these wealthy white men that will come into a black neighborhood where there are black males prostituting, that will pick up these young black boys and have these boys screw them all in their ass, and then they go
Screw them all in the ass. Oh my.
Yeah.
home to
Their
their
wives.
wives.
Yeah.
Or they'll go
And their children.
they have an addiction to have these black boys filling them up with black dick.
Oh, it's so funny. It's hilarious.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Okay.
And after these boys running all up in their mouth and bending them over and dominating them and busting their asshole out, then they feel satisfied. They feel
And busting their asshole out.
Where is this happening?
Yeah, TJ's like, I gotta go there. I don't know where this is, but she said she was like downtown and she saw it, you know. Rich white guys. You're not like really rich, TJ, but you're not really poor either.
VaginaPower.com.
You know? So maybe you could go down there, you know.
Yeah.
rejuvenated. They've gotten this pressure off of. They feel this ejaculation is gratification because they coming like this. Then they lead them black boys right over there where they found them, give them what, $3 or $4 or a damn crystal snack or something, and go on.
$3 or $4
or a damn crystal snack.
Jeez.
Yep.
That's cheap.
Yeah. What the fuck?
I wasn't aware that such good prices were available.
Right. I negotiated TJ up to $40 today.
Yeah, that's canceled now. I can fucking get like I get like 20 black dudes for that. Fuck.
I know.
Crystals for that.
What you mean, Crystal? I mean, one of my friends was telling me last night on the side of town he lived on, it was some good-looking black boys, young black boys, tall. One he said was 6 feet, medium built, fine, had the jeans down, hanging past his waist, past his butt, looking at him when he was out going to the store, flagging them down, man. They out on the stroll flagging dicks down. These dope-selling men out there dressed like thugs, selling crack, trying to get money for crack, is also out there trying to sell some dick slash crack.
Dick slash crack. Man, that's a hell of a combo.
That would be a good band name too.
Dick slash crack.
Dick
Oh, yeah.
crack. Or crack dick.
No, Dick slash crack.
Dick slash crack.
Sell some head. Let them know.
She's like, oh no. I like, that lady next to her just like weighs in every now and then.
That makes it though.
Yeah.
She's got this sidekick that just kind of like sits there with like a fucking horrified look on her face the entire time and just goes, "Oh no, oh Lord,
What is she?
that's
holding?
wrong."
That great
What'd you
thing.
say?
Is that a laptop?
I don't know what that is in her lap.
I don't know what's happening there.
Feel that just like they got these signs that I will work for food, let them know they will fuck for food. They will suck a dick for some food. They will suck a dick for some money. And they out there rationing out the
This-
dick. And the
This show needs national syndication, man.
Vagina power, TJ.
Fuck public access. This should be on HBO.
Right.
nuts rationing out the throat. Now, a lot of these men got girlfriends and babies at home. But this one told my friend last night, I just like to suck dicks.
How does this woman get a fucking TV show? This is on TV somewhere. You know, it looks like public access.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. What does it say at the bottom? I can't really.
Alex
Alexis's-
Sky Torva Vagina Power. I got Vagina Power. I can't say her last name. Skavatorva?
Alexis, I don't know. It's hard to tell.
But it says vagina power.
Yeah, Vagina. The last two words are VaginaPower.com.
Holy shit.
I think it's Alexis Tyler.
I kind of want to go to that website
I
just
don't
to
know.
see what's there.
Yeah, vagina power sounds like I don't know. Like I've never heard anyone say that. Vagina power.
Vagina power.
Yep.
Laser beam.
Sounds like a good time to me.
That could be what
And
the
I will
boss says
suck
in that
your
video
dick.
game.
But whatever you give me, it was no particular amount that he had in mind. He's like, whatever you can scrape up and give me, I will take it.
It don't
Hell,
matter.
I suck your dick for nothing because I likes to suck dicks.
It doesn't even make any sense.
It is. You know what? It is kind of entertaining though.
Oh yeah.
I don't know that this woman is describing like reality. I think she might have started with a basis of truth and then just made her own shit up as she went along.
That's pretty obvious.
I thought it was a religious thing at first. Is like this woman speaking against men screwing other men's assholes, but apparently not.
No,
Christian speaking
she's
like this.
she's just describing it to you for no apparent reason.
That's what this young, good-looking boy that you would not think was gay told my friend, and he said he bypassed it. So I'm like, damn, They are out there actually offering the dick up, negotiating some kind of fee, or actually damn like a damn handicap basket case, man. Whatever you can scrounge up. I guess they got a little basket in their pocket or something where they holding up with a sign saying that they will suck a dick up until they hiccup.
She said suck a dick up until they hiccup. Okay. I that could be a meme. Suck a dick up until they hiccup. I'll give everyone the fucking screen cap right there. Suck a dick up until they hiccup.
Oh my.
Do you like that, TJ?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like everything about this video. I wish I didn't even have to comment on it so I could just watch it.
Buffy. Or just a piece of bread, a sandwich or something.
A piece of bread.
See, it's gotten to that
Piece
point.
of bread.
And that's what these gay men and these gay boys need to know, as well as the women need to know.
That's what she's fucking saying.
Some more.
Yeah.
She literally has this friend on the show that barely ever talks and just occasionally has very brief reactions to what she's saying. Like she'll go off on this huge tangent.
I think the friend is like asleep most times on the show, just like, and what do you think?
Vagina power.
Her eyes are closed.
Well, what do they like to be referred as? Gay, homosexual, or what?
What? That's
all the same thing.
No, go back to I like that better. That was better.
That's like her attempt at like saying something like, they want to be gay, homosexual, what do you call them? Then she'll go off on another tangent.
I don't know. I think it depends on who it is. Some call themselves gay. Some of them call themselves homosexual. I don't think it's just one name that fits all. Sometimes society will try to come out mainstream, will try to give you a name.
Right.
But I just go by whatever that individual prefers to be called when I'm dealing with them.
Well, I mean, you know, to say you gay young men, you selling your body for crystal snack.
Crystal snack.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hamburger.
A hamburger.
You know, I'm sure that they got mates out there, right?
Not all of them, because like I said about the dog inside of the God. See, that's what we got to understand.
That's where you come to that at.
We got a lot of men that just like to hunt down young boys and put their dick in their ass, holding in their mouth.
Oh, I'm starting to cry. This is too funny.
Yeah. Yeah, the last time we had these two on the show, she was telling the story about this girl who was like riding this dick, and she like was getting into it, and she smacked the guy, and she was like, "Dick will make you smack somebody." So she should understand more than anyone the power of dick. You know?
Dick will make you smack somebody.
You're right.
It's weird for a show about vagina power. They
Right.
talk about nothing but dick.
Right.
Yeah.
This is the central theme of the show is dick.
Maybe the vagina gets the power through the dick because they have
Right.
the-
They transfer the power.
I have the power.
We got a lot of grown men that don't want nobody old or they age. Even these old ass men hop around here on these sticks with snuff in their mouth and their teeth out, and they got a big wad over here in their damn jaw full of tobacco. Man, they will just fulfill all their dreams. If they get one of them young boys around the corner, they'll pull that wad out so quick they act like they hand bent up and feeble and shit, and they all got arthritis and they can't hardly walk. Let one of them young dicks come around the corner. They hear pull that jaw.
The way she gagged was like this vomits.
This is just this woman legitimately has talent.
She's a star.
Like I don't know how much of how entertaining she is actually intentional, but
Right.
at the same time she's undeniably entertaining.
Right.
Put that tobacco out their jaw and put that whole dick up in their mouth and suck them young boys' dick up. They can get them crippled up ass
like
knees
rolling
and
her
lift them
eyes.
up.
Yeah.
Man, what planet does this woman live on?
I don't know.
You know,
The
'cause
tobacco out of her
it's
mouth.
certainly not this one.
I love this story though.
TJ likes the story, Scotty.
He would,
non-stop dick gobbling.
Yeah, so he would like the story, wouldn't he?
And then there was more dick, and then dick fell on dick until there was a mountain of dicks.
Why is this show called like Vagina Power? Why is it even in the title? They don't ever talk about vaginas.
I don't know. She seems kind of
Black
upset.
assholes and black dicks. That's all they've said this entire like 5
Yeah.
minutes.
We need to climb the dick mountain.
but get up out that walker, take that knee brace off that leg, and bend over on the bed there, let them young boys fuck them all in the ass, and give them all that SSI check, and all that damn Social Security. Man, they'll give them all of whatever they want. They'll give
Your
it to 'em.
tax dollars at work.
Someone
that knee brace off, but don't get fucked in.
Someone in the chat room said this is better than Oprah.
I'd take this over Oprah any fucking day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Real again, that rush again, having them young boys. You know, they talking about these women, but they say they got a lot of these old men wearing these Pampers. And y'all take this how you want.
Wearing Pampers.
The old men wearing these damn Depends Pampers.
She's talking about like adult diapers. Depends Pampas.
Oh yeah, I got a friend that a man went up on in the store with a box of them and said, "How you wear these? How you put these on?"
And they wear.
How you put these on?
Why would someone steal a thing of diapers?
I want them to come on the show. I want them to come on the Drunken Peasants. Have them tell one of their fucking stories.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Pampers, because they asshole done fell out. The bottom done been knocked out because they done had so many damn huge goddamn King Kong dicks up their head and can't control their bowels and hold their damn bowels back. So you think because them men old and folk feeling sorry for them because they old and the old folk home in a wheelchair and had to have all kind of damn asshole operations.
Now that's
It's really because they done had them dicks.
them right there. That's right there.
Oh shit.
Oh, I'm sweating.
Oh my.
Dude, the way she speaks so fluently and so fast without like a single hiccup with everything that she's saying. That's what's so funny.
Right. I don't know. She just delivers. Like, I don't know. She's got a lot of
I would pay
energy.
to have her talking skill. It's so hard for me to even fucking make videos without editing.
Right. Well, I mean, like, this video is 8 minutes long. I don't know how far we are through it yet, but Jesus, man, she's got some energy.
Yeah.
Fall out. You have to wear Depends, Pampers, whatever.
Okay.
Yep.
Take this video as a warning, TJ.
See? Listen to this woman.
Listen to this video, TJ.
She is wise.
She is wise beyond her years.
Yeah, should make them bag up a little bit on being homosexual.
It's not gonna make them back up off homosexual because you got to realize you got a lot of women that got bowel problems too because they taking damn 50 feet dicks up their ass, whole damn yards and dicks all up in their ass.
Shitting because of
A
big
yard
dick.
of cock. A yard of cock. That's not even possible for a human.
It's
Trying to
just a hyperbole, Scotty. Come on.
compete with white girls and trying to compete with the gay boys. So everybody's taking dick up the ass. Excuse me. Now I don't want to try that right there.
I don't want to
But
try
doesn't
it.
she want to compete?
I know. You got to be competitive in today's dick market. I don't know. All right. So do you want to move on or do you want to watch more of this?
Let's move on.
Okay.
Yeah,
Here's a reoccurring character on the show. It's the get the fuck out of here guy. And he's going to give us 14 reasons why God exists.
Oh, wonderful.
shit.
boy.
Wouldn't
Let's
you
hear
only
it.
need one? Wouldn't you only need one though?
You know, it's kind of funny, though. I did watch one video where this guy
You
talks
shouldn't
about...
need any reason to prove God, realistically speaking.
Right. Yeah, I watched one video where this guy talked about wrestling, though, and I agreed with every fucking thing he said,
Well.
which was kind of weird. But anyway.
Hey, what's up,
Shows you're
everybody?
just as stupid as he is, Ben.
This is gonna be.
You would have
my-
agreed with it, too.
You read the title, you know what it's about. Reasons why God exists. After this, I'm not gonna start no more evolution videos. No.
Which isn't true. He's made a bunch of them.
What if we refute them? You're gonna have to respond to it.
Right.
No more religion
They're
videos,
irrefutable.
God videos. I'm moving on. I just want to get my point across. This is a little different from my evolution videos. All right, so let's get this started. Reasons why God exists.
This guy makes the best fucking facial expressions. It's hilarious.
Deal with it. You know, let me just say, people, whatever your religious preferences, whatever you believe in, all right, don't ever feel shame for what you believe in, because that's what these atheist cyberbullies like to do. They like to make you feel like you should be ashamed of yourself for believing in God, for believing in Jesus Christ. You know, they want to make you feel like you're all wrong and they're all right. Fuck that shit. All right, evolutionists. All right, and their silly little theories, their 100 different little theories, can go fucking suck off.
There's his point right there. Concrete argument right there. You guys can just fuck off.
Shouldn't a Christian not? Is this guy a Christian? Like, is he?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm surprised he's using that type of language. I'm just.
Oh man, takes all kinds. You know what I mean?
And it's funny that he's saying that you shouldn't don't let these atheist bullies shame you. I mean, I was shamed by religious people. So if there is shaming on the atheist side, it happens to both types of groups of people. It doesn't matter if you're an atheist or not, or religious. If people want to shame you for believing something different, they're going to do it. Doesn't matter what they believe.
Right. And
Fuck off, Repsion. Atheist bully squad.
Usually, when you're in the minority opinion, then you're going to be more ridiculed.
I thought this was going to be proofs of God.
Yeah, he's
I
going
don't
to
even understand what this has to do with like proving God at all.
He's going to give us 14 reasons. He's just running his mouth right now.
Okay.
All right, so don't ever feel ashamed for whatever you believe in. If you're a Muslim, hey, that's fine. All right, you will never catch me attacking your Facebook page, your YouTube page. You're wrong. You're wrong. Fuck out of here. Number 1.
Okay.
Intelligent design is all around us. The universe is orderly and reliable.
Intelligent design at this point is not even in front of us.
My fucking balls are on the outside of my body. God, you use your human body to disprove fucking intelligent design because we have so much fucking lack of intelligence in our fucking body. Come on, I fucking sucked a jalapeno seed up my nose the other day and then it went under my eyelid. I mean, come on.
I like the point TJ made in one of his videos that, you breathe through your throat and you swallow through your throat.
I mean, at some point it does diverge into two different tubes.
Of course.
But, of course, it's very easy for something to get stuck in that initial airway and for you to choke to death.
I mean, and look how random life is in general. I mean, like, everything is orderly. It's like, no, it's not. Everything actually tends to be disorderly.
Right.
We're
stuck to a giant rock falling through space. You know?
But everything is orderly.
The entire universe, when you look at the wonderful creation, just that has to tell you that a superior being created us. Something intelligent, something beyond our understanding.
No.
Just
look at the way
because
the
it's beyond your
planet.
understanding doesn't mean it has to be God.
Right. God of the gaps.
It's like, look
I
how
don't know.
big and
I don't know
complex
what
it is.
caused it.
Something must have made it. It's
I don't
like,
understand
okay.
it. That's a total argument for ignorance.
But the problem with that is you just get that infinite regress of, okay, so it was made by God. Who made God? Well, God's just eternal. It's like, well, that doesn't make any sense. You're saying the universe is so complex, therefore it must have been created, but there's this complex God that created it that doesn't need to be explained?
Yes.
How does that make any sense?
Because he's God.
Float in the universe, how they stay in order, how they rotate. Look at the way the Earth rotates.
It's called the laws of physics, moron.
The way the Earth rotates is proof for God.
It has nothing to do with physics or anything,
Right.
or the understanding. Whatever.
Look.
Gravity,
Just all you have
energy,
to do
and
is look at the
momentum, and
universe.
inertia. None of that shit.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. It doesn't seem like, if everything was designed intelligently, the Earth wouldn't need to rotate, It would just be, like, perfect.
It'd always be summertime.
Right.
It'd always be, everything would be plentiful.
Right.
No struggles, no problems.
Well, that would have been the case if that fucking bitch Eve hadn't eaten that fruit that the snake wanted to
You
give
know
her.
what? You're onto something there, TJ.
If I walk into a garden and I see all these roses, all these flowers planted and all that shit, am I gonna go ahead and say, oh, that happened by chance?
No, I threw a fucking
obviously-
goddamn seed down and watered it.
God, he's so fucking condescending. It's like...
He's the perfect combination of condescending and incredibly stupid. There's nothing better than having a really dumb person condescend to you like you're the dumb one. It's just a
Someone created that.
non-stop source
Someone
of
took
comedy.
the time and effort to garden, plow, and do all that fucking fancy gardening shit.
Yeah.
So intelligent design is
Okay.
all around us.
But we would see them doing that, and there's evidence they
the
did
Earth,
it.
reason.
Yeah.
That's such a fucking stupid argument to make. It's like, you look at your house, it just didn't appear there. It's like, yeah, a construction company built the house.
Right.
Yeah, we've already figured out the explanation for that one.
You know, it's not difficult to understand. It's like they always this false equivalency. Like, it's the same thing. It's like, no, it's not. You know, you can see that actually happen. You can see someone build a house. You can see someone build a car. You can see someone start a garden.
Right.
I don't understand where the disconnect is, where it's like, and that's then the universe the same way. It's like, we can't see that, though. We can't observe that.
Right.
I don't know.
Number 2, why God exists. The Earth, if it was just a couple miles closer to the sun, we would be fucking burning.
No, that's not true. A couple miles closer.
Right.
Did this guy ever do like the most cliche science fair project?
Okay, look.
Make a model of the
He was
universe.
probably fucking homeschooled.
The Earth,
being homeschooled.
the Earth has an elliptical orbit. The distance from the sun changes. Okay.
No, 1 foot, TJ, and you're dead. One more foot that way or that way.
If we really burn up, like we can send shit up a mile in the 2 miles in the sky, easily.
God protects that.
So why doesn't that shit burn up? A couple of miles? No.
one more mile, because we know,
If the Earth was just a few inches closer to the sun, whole thing would go up like a fucking firecracker.
Is it true that we're on the cooler side of the habitable zone anyway?
I think we're on the. I don't know. We're on one edge or the
We're not
other.
perfectly in the center of it.
With the speed that light travels, it's kind of a ridiculous argument to make. If we're a couple miles, it's like, well, the speed of light is so quick that wouldn't even make a difference. But I don't understand like how they think we would just all.
Oh, yeah, I'll give everyone a screen cap. I missed a good one earlier. Sorry, Scotty, go ahead.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Yeah,
This guy's an idiot.
I don't think he understands the actual distances that are being discussed here. Like, I don't think he understands how far the Earth actually is from the sun.
Like 93 million miles, roughly.
Right. We're a couple miles is not going to make any fucking difference
not at all.
whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, a mile is a smaller measurement, you know?
Yeah, it's nothing.
Be just a couple miles away from the sun, we will freeze to death. You know, so everything is in order. All right, the Earth is special to God because of the human race.
Does he think Does he think the Earth is like 20 miles from the sun? I mean, that's the only explanation for how he's talking right now.
Yeah, you know, you can make it there in a weekend, you know?
Simple. Deal with it. Reason number 3, the brain. It processes an amazing amount of information, and that's true. Our mind,
most people's do.
And before we knew that, people thought that, you know, our intelligence and shit came from somewhere else.
Yeah, the heart.
Yeah, or like the soul.
Yeah, things like that.
Yeah.
Our subconscious mind, if you tap into it, oh man, that tells you that God, he gave us a wonderful mind. You know, but society and evolutionists want to tell you that you can't do it, this and that. Oh no, they want to dumb you down watching MTV and all those other fucking idiots.
What?
I don't watch MTV. I fucking hate that channel. Dipshit cunt.
What the fuck?
What are they talking
I don't even he's lost the plot.
Evolutionists like control MTV? Is that what he's saying?
Richard Dawkins are like,
I've never seen.
I recommend everyone watch
I thought he said that
MTV.
we're watching MTV, spending our time watching it.
He says evolutionists just want to dumb everyone down and watch MTV.
That's the exact
Yeah.
opposite of what people were skeptical want.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, but by the way, going with what you said, MTV was cool when I was younger, and then it became like the shittiest reality show network on Earth.
Back when it was like bands and music and stuff.
Yeah. It was basically 24 hours of music.
And pretty soon it's going to become an all taco channel.
We're just going to see people eating tacos.
No, not even people. They're just going to show pictures of
just
tacos.
It's gonna be
like
there.
A taco clip show.
That would be an improvement, though.
Oh yeah.
Nicki Minaj, yeah, let me bob my head. Yeah, let me listen to Evolution. Evolution is a joke.
Wow.
That was a joke. Your monkey impression was a joke, you dumb fuck.
What the fuck happened?
I don't know. Did he have a seizure?
I don't even understand.
This guy is crazy.
He's lost the plot. He's totally off his fucking rocker. He's gone. What does Nicki Minaj and MTV have something to do with what he calls evolution?
Evolution.
Evolution.
Yeah.
Those things. What?
That's worse pronunciation than my jalapeno.
I don't understand. What the fuck's he talking about?
You know, I've heard that guy Nephilim Free call it evolution too. Anytime I say Nephilim Free, Scotty like winces for like a split second.
Have you guys ever featured him in Drunken Peasants?
He's been on here with us, talking to us one time. We got so
Really?
sick of him.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was on here with
Shit.
Brett Keane one time, and we were like, "Get rid of Nephilim Free," and then Brett Keane asked Nephilim Free to leave.
It was funny.
Yeah, Brett Keane sold out his own friends on here a few times because
he does that. He's known for it.
Yep.
All right. Just look at your brain. Look, it's powerful. Your mind is.
I don't want to look at my
far
brain
more powerful
now.
than what they're telling you in schools. In the schools. Reason number 4.
What?
Ghosts, demons, exorcisms, all this paranormal phenomena. That should tell you that there's something out there that.
Oh my god!
Beyond our
Does he not
understanding.
understand the market of these types of things, like the exorcism training and stuff? It's all a marketing scam. Like your fucking religion is a scam video. People do this to make money off of people. How many
the
people,
ghosts.
the church.
My house is haunted. All right, well, we're ghost investigators.
Right, yeah, we're going to come with
church that
these
I went
weird
to
things.
requires tithing every single goddamn month, where it's your dedicated duty to donate to the church and give your money to the church. Like 10 to 15% of everything you make goes to the church in terms of your money.
Yeah, and they pay no taxes on that shit.
I know. Gotta fucking do my taxes.
The world's greatest scam.
Right. We should say the Drunken Peasants are a religious organization. The Church of DP.
Sweet.
Tax exempt status right there.
Praise tacos.
Who gets
Yep.
to be the Father and who gets to be the Son and who gets to be the Holy Spirit?
I don't know. I'll be the Holy Spirit.
All right.
So
I'll be the Father. Scotty, you have to be
This
the
guy's like,
Son.
I don't want TJ to be my father.
I'll let
You
be
can call
my
me
father.
Daddy.
I'll be the.
Oh god.
Call me Ishmael.
Demons, obviously, there's a hell. So
Okay.
obviously, there's a heaven.
Obviously.
A heaven that a lot of
Obviously hell,
atheists will be
obviously
going
heaven.
to. Want to know why? Because a lot of them are going to be burning in hell with the rest of the ghosts and demons.
He says that's so
Yeah, there's been-
smug. Like they're gonna be burning in hell, motherfuckers.
And obviously, the existence of ghosts and demons has been proven.
And if the existence of hell was obvious, like I could look and see hell and see like how terrible it is, then I
Yeah.
would say at that point I'd probably be religious.
Of course.
So, you know.
I like the hell
obviously.
in Dragon Ball Z. That hell is like if that type of hell existed, I'd be all for it.
Documented cases of exorcisms. Ghosts. People being possessed,
Documented.
Ghosts, people witnessing ghosts, but no.
I watched
they
an
don't
episode of
never touch
Scooby Doo.
that.
There was all
They-
kinds of ghosts up in there.
Yeah.
Witnessing a ghost is not evidence of a ghost existing.
No, there were no ghosts in Scooby Doo. At the end, they'd always pull off the mask, and it would be, you know.
His attention span is not that long. He's never sat through a whole episode.
Yeah.
I'll give him another screenshot here. God, man, this guy makes. He's got a very animated face.
So throw out their silly little theory. Oh no, the camera lens captured the flicker of the fucking light. You see, that's not a ghost. This and that.
Yeah, lights flickering, not caused by ghosts. We know what causes a light to flicker.
One of the biggest problems with these types of people is they say that, I saw a ghost, therefore my experience automatically proves that ghosts exist. You can't do that. One's experience does not prove anything, because then you'd have to substantiate all the other people's experiences who've all seen different gods and different entities, different demons. How do you
My
prove
big
that?
thing
You
about
can't.
it, my big thing about it is like I just ask everyone that says that a simple question. It's like, okay, well, what is more likely? That you had some sort of that you didn't really see what you saw, you had some sort of hallucination, something like that happened. What's more likely, that or there's actually like ghosts? And anyone who says the ghosts are the more likely explanation is obviously just fucking off their damn rocker, because
They're obviously just lying.
it's way more likely for a human being to see something or to fucking have a hallucination, which are far more common than most people realize, than it is for there to be a ghost.
Well, they're obviously biased to begin with because they're telling you, I saw a ghost, so I know it's real, and you can't convince me or change my mind otherwise.
You can't refute someone's experience. Like it doesn't work that way, but you can't prove it. So
Yeah.
G-Man.
Do you want to move on?
Sure. These arguments are not
Right.
very convincing.
Well, they're not usually. I have a message for people in the future, not the people listening to the show now, but the people that will be listening to this show on the Drunken Peasants channel, because it won't remain on this channel. Please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already.
Yeah, or if you're watching now, you could just go to the actual Drunken Peasants channel and subscribe.
Yes. Yes, if you're not already subscribed, you can go to the Drunken Peasants channel and subscribe. We're still going to be posting videos there while we're working out this streaming issue.
DP the
We
channel.
never planned on streaming on this channel, but we're just doing it now because it's available.
Yep.
All right, so we got a Wild Bill for America video.
Oh God.
Oh, well, great.
A real American hero.
Good
America
cops and
bless
black
God.
citizens.
Already an awesome title. He has very thinly veiled racism in a lot of his videos.
Hey guys, America bless God.
Hello everybody, Wild Bill for America here. Sorry, I'm still doing videos at home. My car's broke down, so I can't get to the park. But I'll get those squirrels back in the video just as soon as I get mobile again. Now, I did a speaking engagement in Kansas a while back, and while sitting in
speaking
Chicago,
engagement?
Right? Yeah, people have him
pay
come
to see this shit.
Right.
Wow.
Yes.
It must be. I wonder how much he actually, if he does in fact get paid, I wonder how much they actually pay him.
Was it like a torture convention? Like, I want to be tortured by this really boring speaker. Like, here's Wild Bill. Oh, God, thank you.
Boring speakers are my fetish.
Chicago waiting for my flight, CNN was on. I was treated to the spectacle
Liberal
of a reporter
CNN.
marching with the Ferguson protesters. He was interviewing the head of the NAACP, an organization that is no longer what it started out to be. Whatever those initials stand for.
Yeah, I notice conservatives, they like to bash the NAACP and the ACLU, saying, well, at first they were both credible organizations, and now, they're like liberal organizations, basically.
Liberals destroying this country.
Nowadays, I'm quite concerned the last ones stand for always accusing Caucasian people.
Oh, my God. Are you fucking serious?
Oh, snap.
Always accusing Caucasian people.
Makes sense.
He's opening wide right now. Screenshot.
Yeah, someone can Photoshop a dick in that one. In fact, you guys should use the liquefy tool to widen his mouth further so that you can put a bigger dick in there.
Talking about racial profiling, and he gave a list of young black men who had been killed by police over the last few years. I was familiar with most of them, and the ones I knew were killed while committing violent
He
crimes.
was familiar with most of
And
them,
at least one,
as in he knew them all.
I'm familiar with those guys.
I'm familiar with that.
Seen him around the block a few times.
Okay, so the guy who was selling Eric Garner, the guy who was selling cigarettes on the street, and then a cop just comes up behind him and starts
Chokes
choking
him.
him.
You know what?
To death.
What do cigarettes do to your body, though?
That's true.
I mean, it really wasn't he just giving them like kind of slow
He
death?
was given a public execution for selling cigarettes.
But the cigarettes probably were harming people's lungs, so it was kind of causing a violent act to occur in their
Justified.
bodies. Yeah, so it's totally justified.
Right. It's just because he was murdering people more slowly than most.
Yeah, I mean, come on, everyone. We all know what he...
One of the nation's most prolific serial killers.
Yeah, there you go.
Michael Brown was killed while assaulting the police officer who was investigating him for a robbery he had just committed.
No.
Whoa.
He was walking
Hold
in
on.
the street. That's why he was being talked
Even
to.
the police department says that was it Darren Wilson had no idea that it happened.
Right. That's
not even disputed.
Yeah, I mean, like, Darren Wilson had no knowledge of any robbery that supposedly took place. And the fucking idea that he assaulted him was like contradicted by almost every witness that said he had his hands raised.
So I sat there thinking what a perfect opening for the reporter to ask what the NAACP is doing, if anything, to stem the tide of violent crimes being committed by young black men that always seem to be the initial cause of these police shootings.
Always.
But much to my surprise, the reporter just let the head of the NAACP rant about how they know that blacks are profiled and so are Muslims, homosexuals, and Hispanics. And they know this how? And he says the laws must be changed.
Statistical evidence.
I was just saying,
It's profiling so common in people don't realize that you're trained against doing it, but cops can do it, are allowed to fucking do it, and there's hardly any repercussions ever, if not anything. I've been profiled myself. It's ridiculous, especially because I've been profiled. There's a lot of drug use and like illegal stuff that happens in my apartment complex, and I've talked to police officers who've been suspicious of me distributing marijuana. Although marijuana is legal here, but just in general, because I'm the minority here, oh my god, I don't.
Why would you need to distribute it when you can go to a store and buy it there?
This was before it was legal.
Oh, okay.
To stop such atrocities, blah, blah, blah. Really? Change what laws? The law already requires that an officer have a reasonable suspicion for contacting and detaining anyone.
That doesn't mean they're going to follow it. There's nothing to... What's to say someone doesn't... They don't have to follow that. If they have no dash cams, they can turn it off. What...
Yeah, we've already seen that the police have no repercussions
You're
for breaking
acting
the law.
suspicious. Probable cause to search.
I mean, like,
now.
if there was some agency or body that would actually prosecute police officers who break the law, then that would make sense. But there's not.
They work. Yeah, there is the body. They work with them every day.
Yeah.
You know, so what
internal
a joke.
affairs. So
yeah,
I mean,
what a
like,
joke.
Yeah, the police the police.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that works.
Legalize robbery by young black men? Is that going to be a new civil right?
Yeah.
Give them a monthly
But you know
limit
what,
as to how
Bill?
much
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Black people, as the leader of white people, which I definitely am, it is now legal for you to rob. That's what I advocate.
Go
That's what
forth
we
and
want.
rob all.
Us stupid fucking liberals just want to make it legal for black people to steal. You figured it out, Bill. You're a fucking... Everyone clap for Bill. He's a genius. He figured it out.
Thank you, Bill.
He wins.
Good job, Bill. You cracked the fucking case,
America
bitch.
bless God.
My hero.
they're allowed to rob, and once they hit their monthly limit, they have to stop robbing people until the first of the month.
Fuck a monthly limit.
Is assaulting
They can
police
rob at
officers going
will.
to be a new amateur sport? How about
This guy just exaggerates stuff.
Oh my.
Black man who feels that a white police officer has stopped him not for the crime he just committed, but because he's black, shall have the right to give the officer a beatdown in the name of tolerance. And if the officer defends himself, the officer shall be charged with resisting civil rights and fired for being a bigot. Is this the kind of world the NAACP is pushing for?
Yep.
Now are those
Yeah.
are those
That's the NAACP and me. We're all pushing for
Right.
that.
Actually, TJ's the new president of the NAACP.
Yes. Yes, I am.
who will say, Bill, you have no right to speak on this issue because you're white. You can't possibly understand.
I ain't saying
well, guess
that.
what? I can speak on these issues. I worked in a
No,
black
no.
neighborhood as
The
a deputy
reason-
sheriff for Broward
Listen.
County, Florida back in
No,
the
you
80s.
didn't. You did not. You're a liar.
That's like I have a black friend, but I'm not racist.
No, Bill, the reason you're not allowed to speak on these issues is not because you're white, it's because you're mentally fucking retarded. All right?
TJ, you need to take that back. He's a
That's ableism.
No, TJ.
Can't hear you.
Oh,
No one can hear your stupid ass, Scotty.
Wild Bill is a very intelligent person.
Talk mo
TJ,
gooda.
and he defends America and God. And you just need to understand that he's just trying to make a valid point that police are unfairly targeted. Okay? All these cops did was murder innocent people. Is there anything wrong with that?
Nothing at all.
There you
Nothing.
go. Come
District
on.
2 in the area of Martin Luther King and Broward Boulevard. And I got to know a lot of the people. Mrs. McDonald was a friend of mine. I met her when
Oh,
she walked up to
McDonald
my
had a
patrol car
farm.
one night and said, Mr. Policeman, can I talk to you? I said, yes, ma'am, and stepped out of my car. She told me she was walking the streets trying to find her crack addict son. Another deputy, Steve Sharla, had tried to help the young man and even got him enlisted into the Marine Corps. But drugs won out and the kid was back on the street. And just for the record, Steve Sharla is also white, but you'll never hear stories of white cops going out of their way to help black families. Those stories don't fit the agenda.
The agenda. So a bunch of people did some digging into this guy's background and pretty much discovered that he was never in law enforcement and he's just a liar.
Really?
So, yeah.
Holy shit.
I mean, I don't know. I guess that their expose could have been wrong, but I've never heard him argue against the points they made, or try to address the discrepancies in what he's saying.
I mean, if he came forward with evidence, or like some states, like on your license, they'll be like retired law enforcement, or you can prove that you're law enforcement. It's not difficult to do. So I mean, all he'd have to do is simply release like one document, like here you go,
show us your birth certificate. Your
thing Miss
Kenyan.
McDonald said to me that night broke my heart. She said, "Mr. Policeman, I'm just waiting for my son to die." I talked with Mrs. McDonald.
Well, I can make that happen right now for you, man. Where is he?
Where's he at?
Wait here, we can sit here on the couch and just wait for him to walk through that motherfucking door, and we'll put a bullet right through him.
Yeah.
Many times over the next few months. The last time I saw her, she was laying on her living room floor with her intestines spilled on the floor after her son took a butcher knife to her.
Okay.
And the NAACP.
So, based on what you've heard, like, this story is utter bullshit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like, TJ, because you said he's not really, he was never in law enforcement?
That's what I've fucking heard.
Okay. I don't know if I don't know that, but if you heard that, I'll take a look at it. But yeah, if that's the case, then what he's saying is a total bullshit story.
Do some digging.
Right.
I mean, but like he's already shown that he'll just play fast and loose with any fact,
right,
and just outright make shit up. So it's not beneath him to lie.
So we got one more video before we get into the actual news segments that we have. We have our friend that we featured before, who claims that mental illness is fake, or that certain mental illnesses are fake.
Oh well, of course they are.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't see that. I didn't see this guy before in your previous drunk.
Well, you're in luck because you're gonna see him now.
So in this video,
You're
he's
in
going to
for a
talk
treat.
about false dichotomy politics and how there is there's no actual false dichotomy. Basically, it's entitled "No, the Republicans are not the same as the Democrats."
Okay.
And he always shows these weird pictures at the beginning.
Enjoy the decline. Okay.
Okay.
Hello, Lieutenants. This one's going to be quick.
Thank God.
Because, this is going to be the only political analysis I'm doing for the election. Because I'm done. I'm right. I've done enough empirical research and data. It's
right.
common
Wow.
sense.
I'm right. I'm right.
The best way to start a video is just by saying I'm right.
Hey guys, I'm right about everything.
It's the best argument too. It's like I'm right, so
therefore,
where do we need to go?
if you disagree with me, you're wrong. Clearly.
Why does he even need to make this video? He's already right.
And I've realized that the argument is not one of empiricism or economics or math or statistics. It's one of psychology, because half the population does not want to listen to the real world. They want to live and parasite off of other people. And the other people are too cowardly and chicken shit to say, hey, stop being fucking parasites. You're like, so I'm done. I'm
Well,
done.
that's a false dichotomy
and that's
right
why I'm
there.
Political.
Right. This guy should hang out with that other guy that we had on the video before the last, because their attitudes are very similar.
Oh, the guy of the Proving God?
Yeah.
Yeah, these two guys should be friends.
Analysis is not only the most
Or
brilliant
bitter
out
enemies.
there, but it's short, it's sweet, and there's not much to say about it. My political book would be a page long. That's all you ever really need to know about politics.
Okay.
So,
Whoa.
With that being said,
Hold on. So
That's like the typical conservative.
That's like Herman Cain.
Yeah.
My bills only be one page.
That statement alone is just like, fuck you. Like, no one should even listen to this person at that point. My book on politics be one page long.
It's not called a book, then, dumbass. Come on.
Don't have facts to back this up.
If you can, let me just fucking clarify for everyone. If you can explain your entire political beliefs in a page, you're stupid and you're wrong. The end.
to address all you
despite
idiots
his insistence that he's right.
out there like, yeah, Republicans and Democrats are the same thing. You got this.
How old is this
Shut
guy?
the fuck up. Are you kidding me? They're the same. Look, I know the Republicans aren't exactly the greatest thing, right? But from a purely Machiavellian standpoint, for all you conservatives and libertarians out there who just gave up, well, it's the same thing, they always did it. How about this? At least slow down the socialism.
Yeah, vote Republicans to at least slow down the
slow it
socialism
down.
that's happening in America.
Socialism.
They don't
Right.
object to socialism when it comes to the military.
I don't agree that they're in cahoots with one another necessarily, but I do think that there's quite a lot of similarities.
I think that people on both sides, whether you're like on the left or the right, or you're on some other quadrant or whatever. I think most people would, even people who say like they're the same, don't mean like they're identically the same. That's obviously not true. I think what people are saying is that on so many key issues that we barely even discuss publicly anymore, they might as well be the same. Like Obama's foreign policy and Bush's foreign policy are not significantly different things.
If anything, Obama is like more stringent than Bush was on foreign policy, and like, I mean, he did everything on the Bush timetables. He's launched more drone strikes than Bush ever did. I mean, and then you look at the stuff with Wall Street. I mean, Obama pretty much has done nothing on that either. And they just passed a bill and the U.S. The House weakening the Frank Dodd Act. So I mean, in a sense, I mean, yeah, they're different, but they're really still passing the same legislation. The only compromise you can get in America is like how bad they were going to fuck the actual American people.
Huh? Slow down the parasites? Because here's where
the parasite said no.
Oh no! Yeah, I thought Andrew Ryan too. I was thinking the same thing. BioShock 1.
What is this guy actually trying to say? Because I'm lost. Like,
he rants and raves.
He's saying that, there's he's basically taking a page out of the Mitt Romney book and saying that, like, half the population are just parasites that,
which is one of the things that royally fucked him.
And then the other, like, basically half of America's like good, hard-working fucking Joes, and then the other half is like parasites that just want to exploit the system and do nothing and blah, blah, blah.
Give me my check and my fucking food stamps.
And then he's saying that at least the Republicans will slow down the socialism that's enabling these horrible parasites to ruin America.
Democrats. Because there hasn't been a long, sustained enough group or voting bloc or movement in the society towards conservatism, towards giving the Republicans a lengthy time in office so that they could actually move the country to the right. So since they're purely Machiavellians, which I'll readily admit, they're not the most noble and moral of people, I understand.
But you want them around.
Saying socialism.
You're literally saying these people are scumfucks, but we need them in there to stop socialism, which helps lots of people. Like, okay, so you're saying we should stop
freedom
helping
equals
people.
socialism.
Yeah. Which we should stop helping people. So we shouldn't have any programs for, like, you know, what is it, Medicaid and the healthcare programs for children. We should do away with all that. They don't need that. There's no food stamps. Let people starve, because then they'll find a job. And we don't need minimum wage either, because when they work those jobs, like, so then Walmart can just basically move them into the building. They'll expand the Walmart. They'll have a back section in the warehouse with some cots. And they give Walmart money to go buy their stuff. It's like, well,
those are like the fucking Walmart factories in China.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's pretty much what they want.
Let the markets decide, Scotty. Come on. The markets.
Socialism. They're like, yeah, move left. Well, we'll only offer what 80% of the Democrats do. Because he got no support. None. So if for two reasons. If you believe my theory,
I don't.
Give them a vote of confidence. At least show that on the face of it, society would like to go to the right, even though I'm pointing to my left, but on your view, it should be to your right.
Okay.
The second thing is to provide a rear guard action. So as you retreat from society, that you slow down. All right, the Republicans, yes, the Democrats want to go full steam over that socialist communist cliff. Fine.
What?
The Republicans...
Socialist communist.
How the fuck... Okay, but, I mean, like, first of all, not the same thing, of course. But second of all, the Democrats want to do that? You mean that party of center-right pussies that like to suck Wall Street's cock?
Yeah, that mandated that we buy fucking insurance?
What the fuck are you talking about, you psycho? Look at it. His face right now encapsulates his stupidity. Oh, my God.
He has a dick in his ass.
He'd probably be more cheerful if he did. This guy.
You love him.
No.
You love him.
No, I would love to do certain violent things to him, but
want to go half speed. At least get yourself a couple extra fucking years out of it.
Yeah.
Slow it down, man.
Slow it
You guys
down.
got kids? Maybe make it less sucky for them. Right? The only other truly revolutionary in a different way is that we all vote Democrat. We give everybody on the socialist, leftist, parasitic side what they want. The economy comes crashing down, and then it's too late because they just won't allow any other new.
The economy came crashing down under George Bush, who deregulated a lot of the capitalistic aspects of the way, the banks in the United States work.
Yeah, and Bill Clinton with the derivatives, where they basically made it's like, oh, we can do whatever derivative trading we want. It's no big deal. It's just insane. It's basically insane to say that these are all problems caused by people who are liberal. It's like, no, these are basically people who are centrist or conservative policies. Very few liberal policies actually exist in America, and usually when they do, it's on a local or state level.
And none of them are socialist or communist.
No.
Well, some of them could be defined as socialist.
They could be.
Sure, but
I mean, but not none of them. None of the mainstream policies in America ever have come from like a socialist framework,
right?
Except maybe like some of the New Deal stuff.
Sure, yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah,
which the Republicans pretty much have dismantled.
Yeah, we don't have anything like the New Deal now that I'm aware of.
No.
They couldn't even pass in America at this point. That'd just be like, what? You're insane. You want to help people? You're crazy.
Yeah, just let bridges fall apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the
let the roads crumble to dust.
In the neighborhood I grew up in, there's like a ravine, so there's like water and a lot of the main roads go across it, and there's bridges that were actually built by the WPA that are still there. So
communism.
Don't raise the gas tax.
Parties to come in. And I truly believe the American people are that stupid. But for God's sake, for those of you that deep down in your hearts are conservatives or libertarians, will you please stop it with this, they're just the same thing. Vote fucking Republican anyway, and at least stave it off a little bit. Huh? Huh?
Huh?
Huh?
Stave it off!
Anyway,
Stave it off! Eh? Stave off common sense!
Eh?
But just help
Shut up.
yourself out in
Shut
this
up.
one regard. Forget
No,
me, forget other
shut
people.
up. Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
All right, so we're going to move on to news segment.
Let's move on to me taking a break and smoking a cigarette.
No, I don't think so. I think we're going to keep going.
No, we've been on for an hour and 44 minutes.
Oh, no, I had my face a cigarette.
Keep on
I know
trying.
nothing of politics, so I'm kind of like clueless to this guy.
Yeah.
Do.
So you really want to take a break already?
What do you mean already? We've been on for an hour and 40-something minutes.
See, if you were a real good podcaster, you'd be able to go straight without taking a single goddamn break.
All right,
I think
TJ.
you're drinking a beer the whole time, so.
Well, I'm going to go smoke one way or the other. You guys can keep doing the show.
A few more minutes, TJ.
But
you can smoke.
Yep.
All right, fine.
A few more minutes.
Damn bastards.
Oh, shit. Hold on now. That's a...
Jim Marjoram has
Can't
spent
play
his
the right
entire
shit.
life battling being both Christian and gay.
It's a huge battle generally. Traditional
no.
Christian doctrines don't allow you to be gay and Christian. They're sort of mutually exclusive.
But
You're gonna
never
burn in
has he
hell.
come up against a response like the email he received from an Auckland pastor.
Just
I
pure
saw
hate,
this.
absolute hatred. It's vitriolic. It's just awful.
The email reaction was to something Jim Marjoram had written to promote his new book about being a gay man in the church. Pastor Logan Robertson from Auckland's West City Bible Baptist Church didn't share Jim's views and told him so. In the email, Pastor Robertson replied,
"We're not interested in your filthy lifestyle or book. I pray that you will commit suicide, you filthy
Oh my
child
God.
molesting fag."
Yeah.
What a great Christian he is.
Wow.
And
God
lo,
damn.
Jesus said unto them, I pray that you will commit suicide, you filthy child molesting
I
fag.
fucking hate people like this. Like, I actually wish harm to religious fundamentals like this. This is just disgusting.
Yep.
People can't do this. It's just, it's not even humane, let alone Christian.
I managed to speak to Pastor Robertson on the phone today.
Oh, it's
I asked
Christian
him
as
for an
shit.
interview, explaining it's always best if we can tell both sides of a story. Unfortunately, the pastor knew who I was and knew that I'm openly gay. He proceeded to tell me that he would never give an interview to a, quote, filthy faggot, and prayed that I, too, commit suicide.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Man, fuck this guy. What a
Dude.
piece of shit.
There are
What?
some serious
Hey,
pieces of shit in the
you
world.
need to. Hey, you guys need to respect his fucking beliefs.
Oh, shit.
No.
His beliefs.
Quit. No, you know This is
Not at
this is
all.
why people hate you atheists, because you're a bunch of bullies that just think you can tell people how to think.
We're cyber bullies.
I'll never fucking respect someone who tells someone like to kill themselves specifically because they're gay. Like that, and you know it's interesting that the majority of those comments.
Kill
and I'm not
yourself, faggot.
Generalizing all, but the majority of the kill yourself stuff I see a lot stems from religious folks. I mean, it happens, you know, at school and stuff, whether people are not religious or not. But it's just I see it a lot within religion, more so than just general agnostics or people who just go to public school.
Man, I'm gonna tell you something about them faggots, all right? They always molesting the little children, right? And that's why the world be better off if them faggots just fucking blew their damn heads off, because they going to hell anyway.
I
Might
got
as
to
well
say,
go
honestly,
the express route.
AIDS was a gift from God.
Yeah, AIDS is God's gift to mankind to rid the world of them dirty, no good, no count faggots.
Yep.
Yep.
He did, however, grant.
What are you saying?
I was going to ask, since I don't know why they do this, is there a reason why they always associate someone with being gay and molesting children?
That's like an old thing that is just
I know.
like...
I don't understand, like, where's that come from, association-wise?
I guess you know how they're always saying, like, if we allow gay marriage, then people are going to be marrying their pets? I think everything is just a slippery slope in the mind of a fundamentalist Christian.
Right. I mean, there's no data that would back up the claim that more child molesters are gay.
Unless they're Catholic. Oh.
Right.
One media interview late this afternoon where he stood by his beliefs.
I believe every single one of them should be put to death.
You hear that shit? He believes that every single one of them should be put to death.
He kind of looks like our brother Stevie.
You know, but the funny thing is that when you kind of like look at Christianity, you kind of have to say, hey, you know, these religious fundamentalists
Well,
are
at least he's taking a literal approach to what the Bible says.
Yeah, that's what
I don't even think I've heard the Westboro Baptist people say that they need to be put to death, though.
They have.
Have they?
They have. They have.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yes.
And, obviously Christians shouldn't be doing it. I'm not going to do it. The Bible said, it's the government's job to be doing it.
Baptist churches of New Zealand
government's
told
job?
One News today this
Says it's
particular church.
It's the government's job to kill these fucking faggots.
I don't think so. I don't think that's why the government was created or a government.
The government
was formed.
exists. No, the government exists to kill homosexuals, Scotty.
Yeah, that's the new reason for the government. Just kill all the fags.
Which is not part
Wonderful.
of its union. Its national leader says he's appalled by the comments. Other religious leaders are also shocked.
Venom like that is not part of the community of faith.
Yes, it is.
There's somewhere else for that.
Jim Marjoram says he
It clearly
doesn't
is.
feel anger or hatred towards the pastor, but does have a message for him.
What you're preaching isn't love.
He also wanted to
I don't
thank
think he
the
cares.
homophobic pastor for helping to promote his book.
I don't think that guy. I don't think a guy that says things like that really thinks he is preaching.
Oh man, they always do this. They have the liberal Christians come on. Well, that's not.
That's not part of why.
Yeah,
it's like,
here's
okay,
some sophistry to show
it might
that's
not be
wrong.
what you believe or what all of your congregation believes, but it's definitely part of your faith. You
Yes.
can't really deny it when the guy's right there talking this shit. And
Yeah,
he's
that's
got his
absurd.
church and he's got his congregation. I don't wonder how many people actually attend that dude's church, though.
I bet it's small.
I hope so.
I bet
hope
it's frightening,
small.
whatever it is.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So, yeah, I guess we'll take a break. Anything you want to talk about really quick before we go to break? Any announcements or anything?
Me?
Yeah, anything?
I would just say that, we'd like to thank the people who, ever since we had this YouTube issue, this strike on our account that's prevented us from streaming on our Drunken Peasant site, we've had a lot of people donate to us on Patreon. We're very grateful for that. And if more people would like to go to patreon.com/DP and check out the different perks levels that we offer and consider becoming a patron of ours on Patreon, we would greatly appreciate that.
Also, we are working on getting the show on like iTunes and some other distribution methods.
Yeah.
And to all of our patrons from the prior month here, we are now working on getting everyone the perks that they deserve.
Right.
Yep.
And
So-
we will be doing our private show for our $5 and up patrons later this month, probably next weekend.
Yeah.
So Anyway, we're
You
gonna
should
take
post the you should post the podcast on SoundCloud if you haven't already.
We
SoundCloud's
might.
a good play.
That's one of the things we started considering. Anyway, Daniel,
We're gonna
go ahead and just mute you, I guess.
Yeah,
for a
yeah.
while.
You're gonna be muted, and then we'll be back.
We will be back in like
All
10
right.
to 15 minutes, and we'll finish up.
I will be here.
And everyone else, don't you go nowhere. We'll be back.
Smoke weed every day.
Well, if you can hear me, since the music is playing, I'm going to start fapping right now. So. Have some alone time with you guys, do some national music chat. You know what they should have done? They should have just, I just didn't use it. Just put that. Hear that sound? Like this. Start that. Bad they muted the they have that loud music playing. I am opening my new microphone. Audio Technica 4040 new microphone. No, I will not marry you, computer dude. Oh. I only go gay for a large sum of money. You have to actually write it. Say my name, then drown. You know what they should have done? They should have at least played Star Wars theme song or something. I don't even know what this music is, but definitely not my style. Hail reptile. Oh, there were lyrics to this actual song I tried to miserably sing along. Silence! The music's not playing! Oh, then it starts again. Fucking dick, cunt, pickle!
All right.
We're back.
All right. Okay.
Stop that
You
shit.
guys didn't mute me.
Yeah, people could still hear you. We couldn't hear you.
I made people think that I was masturbating. I have like this cup that I started rubbing off.
Fuck yeah. Yeah.
Someone said you were masturbating to Star Wars.
Yeah.
By the way, in regards to that lightsaber design.
Oh, here we
boy,
go.
Don't here it goes. Oh, don't.
No. I'm not saying it doesn't look cool. I'm just saying that from a practicality standpoint, that would be a stupid weapon. Okay. Because
Wouldn't you have to say that about medieval times too? Because that's the same thing they had on the gigantic swords. Like,
but
I see it the same way.
there's a difference between a cross guard that's made of metal that you can't cut yourself on, and a cross guard that's made of laser.
Right.
That's true. But some people said that it may not actually be a lightsaber. That's actually in between there. Rather, it's an exhaust for the heat, and it's like the actual flame of the lightsaber.
Looks like a lightsaber,
but it looks exactly the same. So if that's the case,
that's
then
true. That's true. But who knows?
I don't know. I don't give a shit about the practicality of it. Like, it's cool, and
Right.
things looking cool should definitely be the big priority over like what's practical when it's coming into
They'll
a
probably
Star
come
Wars
up.
movie.
They'll probably come up for some, with some cool uses
I think
for
they're going to
it too.
explain it. To be honest, I think they will.
I don't think they'll explain it, but
There's been some huge lightsaber innovations since the battle.
I
on
want to
Endor.
fucking see a lightsaber whip. There's a couple of Star Wars fan films, shorts that the people have made, but it's a lightsaber whip is fucking insane and awesome. Like
that seems even more dangerous. But I guess
it is dangerous.
I guess if you
Just
knew
whip
exactly
ice.
how to handle it, but yeah, I would think too that if you're gonna have that, I mean, like they should have like lightsaber like tridents and shit as well.
That's kind of cool.
Just make everything a lightsaber. You know what's even better than a fucking laser that only goes
blades, short little blades. I've seen those.
light knife. Yeah, okay. Just go crazy with it.
So the
they need a guy that throws like a fucking frisbee that has lightsabers all around
Fuck
it.
that lightsaber railgun.
Lightsaber railgun.
Yes.
I don't think that.
Shit.
I don't think you could actually make a gun that shoots lightsabers, like real in the Star Wars universe anyway, because it's established by a crystal, and the crystal only makes a light beam, so you can't actually like shoot.
But what if you
things.
fire? What if you just had a bunch of them loaded in a gun and just shot them?
Yeah,
at people?
I didn't even know about the crystal thing until I played Old Republic, and you know how you can like modify
love
the
that game.
lightsabers. Yeah, I like
That's
it too.
what they fucking need to make into a movie. Imagine that, like the actual Old Republic making into an actual film. Oh
The
my
whole,
God.
like, Revan
People would go
story.
nuts. Yeah.
Oh my
That
god,
would-
so excited.
Yeah, wasn't
fabulous?
Wasn't Revan like the first Jedi to kind of do both sides? He harnessed like the power of
Yeah.
light and dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That's why I just don't
interesting.
know.
All right.
Scott and TJ are like, what the fuck are they even talking about?
Yeah, we're just like,
It's all good.
Recently, the CIA released. What was it? The CIA that released the torture investigation? Someone did.
I don't think it was actually the CIA
Was it
that
about the
released
Brazil
it.
thing?
No. They were investigating torture tactics that we were using in the War on Terror.
Oh, that
No,
we
no,
were
War
using.
on Terror.
I'm not familiar, so I don't know.
Yeah, so I'm gonna play two clips. The first clip is back from when we were actually using it. It's a good argument from Jesse Ventura when he was on Fox and Friends,
Ew.
arguing against what they call enhanced interrogation, and then we'll play a story about the actual reports that recently came out.
Neat.
So I really like this one.
It's a good thing I'm not the president. I'm an independent because I would prosecute the people who did it. I would prosecute the people who ordered it, and they would all go to jail.
That was him on The View talking about torture, because he was a Navy SEAL and he had actually been waterboarded before, and he knew, and he knows that it's torture. So,
yeah.
Uh-oh. The governor, Jesse Ventura, isn't known for holding back in his latest book, Don't Start the Revolution Without Me, out in paperback.
Yeah, I would
Arnold
say
Schwarzenegger the governor.
Yeah, since he was Terminator and a governor.
Yeah.
Sorry, they got that one wrong.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, I don't remember the name of his character from Predator, but they should fit that in with governor somehow.
But no one even remembers the name of the character.
No.
So.
No.
I know that's cool though.
I've seen that movie a million times, and I can't tell you the name of the character.
Probably because he gets killed so quickly.
Now, and Brian, I don't know. Do you even want to go face to face with the governor again today?
Well, no, I'm just saying. No, I watched the governor. I watched you on Hannity last night a few hours ago. You just finished up. You are so down on what the administration did between 2001 and 2007.
That's right.
Why?
Why? Because we now torture and waterboarding. I've been waterboarded. It is torture. I can speak from experience. It was part of SEER training that I went through as a Navy SEAL.
And are you okay now?
I'm fine.
So
he's like, oh, okay, well, your water
You're
would look okay to me.
Are you okay now? It's like, I'm fine.
He's like, I was.
Well, obviously, it's not torture then.
He's
Right.
Like, I've been through it. It's torture. It is torture.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
It most certainly is.
No,
torture.
no, it's not torture.
Well, how about I do it to you so you can see if it's torture?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's okay.
I'm good.
Yeah, according to this guy, Brian Kilmeade, who I can't stand, you know, if there's no permanent physical effects,
It's not torture.
right? Fuck any psychological effects.
So is Khalid Sheikh Mohammed. He's about 60 pounds overweight, having a great time.
It doesn't matter. If it was okay, then why don't we do it to criminals? When, if we've got gang members in L.A., okay, we know that their gangs are going to do bad things. When we arrest them, why don't we waterboard them so we can get information out of them?
Well, maybe we fucking should.
Yeah. I'm surprised he didn't say
Hey,
that.
sounds good to me.
Against the law. Don't come after me with that nonsense. Waterboarding, because
Look how much bigger he is than that dude. It's pretty hilarious.
Huge.
Yeah.
I hate his wall in the back, though.
if you
Yeah, that's
I
a
used to
pro
have
wrestling
those.
thing. That's because he was a pro wrestler in the 70s and 80s. So I think that's kind of where that whole thing comes from.
torture someone, what you get is baloney.
Well, it turns out they feel differently. The CIA feels differently than you do. If you read the 175 pages, they talk about we got this guy, we get Hambali, we get his brother, and it happened by corroborating all this different evidence from the material they got. And they only waterboarded 3 guys. And on top of that, I want to know how you feel about the light deprivation, when you talk about not sleep deprivation, when you talk about hot cold.
By the way, we put Japanese soldiers to death for waterboarding our people at one time because we said that they tortured them.
Well, when a Japanese person does it to a white person, then it is
Yeah,
torture.
then it's a crime.
That's torture. But when we do it to an Arab or Muslim person, that's okay because we're us.
When you talk about bugs, does that all bother you?
Yeah. Why don't we do that with our people in prison and jail?
Ticking time
So
bomb.
how else should we find out information from these terrorists?
Well, you find out information like these guys. They got more information from them. It's documented before they ever waterboarded them. I find it okay. Why didn't we
The FBI says that the CIA doesn't. You
wait. Why didn't we waterboard McVeigh and Nichols then? There were
asked
more
them.
people. There were more people that they thought involved in Oklahoma City. Why weren't they waterboarded to get information?
Okay, so I've never committed any terrorism in my life, but if I was waterboarded, I would gladly admit to anything.
Sure.
To make it stop.
Even Napoleon said that, like
I
that
probably
torture was worthless because you could torture someone and they'll confess to any damn thing.
Right.
They used to torture people into confessing they were witches, for fuck's sake.
Just tell us you're a witch. Like, okay.
Torture will
We'll
stop as
spare
soon
your
as you
life,
admit
and
to
then they
being
kill
a
'em.
witch.
Exactly. So,
Well, one of my
I mean-
biggest fears is actually drowning, so I know I wouldn't survive.
yeah, I mean, it makes you feel like you're drowning. I mean, it's the closest thing to drowning.
Yeah.
Because it's against the law.
And
if we're not going wait, if we're not going to be a country, if we're not going to be a country that goes by the rule of law when it's convenient or inconvenient, then what do we
What
stand
country
for?
do we have if we're all on fire, if buildings are blowing up, if people are jumping out of skyscrapers? Do you want to live in that country? That you live in, if you worked in the CIA, you wouldn't do everything you can to keep those people safe?
I wouldn't torture.
But what about the difference between, you bring up Timothy McVeigh and gang members, and maybe those threats weren't as imminent as the threat
I don't think these threats are.
Okay, so McVeigh, the threat of the Oklahoma City bombers, that wasn't as imminent as Muslim terrorists for some reason.
Remember that time? Remember all the times after 9/11 when they achieved major attacks on the U.S.?
No.
Yeah. Remember all the times before 9/11 they did it?
Well, you know what? Think about flying. If you fly anywhere now, all these, it's like you have to take your shoes off because one asshole tried to light his shoes.
Yeah, we're always trying to prevent the previous attack. for some reason.
You know,
I remember. I can't remember what comedian it was, but someone said that some terrorists should try to blow up a plane with not enough leg room, so that they would give us more leg room on planes.
That's a good idea.
I don't remember who said it. It wasn't me.
You didn't think after 9/11 that America felt that the threats were imminent, that more could be coming?
Maybe, but I think our behavior has caused us to be in more trouble. Now, they won't release these photos. Why? Because they know the Muslim world will go irate. They're all after Nancy Pelosi. When did she know? When da-da-da? Well, if we hadn't have tortured, it'd be a dead issue, wouldn't it? Let's go to the real issue. It's called
enhanced interrogation.
Because Dick Cheney
Enhanced
makes up
interrogation.
a word.
Wait, I used a different word to describe it, so it's a different thing now.
Enhanced interrogation.
Yeah, Dick Cheney
It
when he was
doesn't
vice
change the fact that
president.
you've hurt someone or harmed them by saying enhanced. So we're enhancing the method
It's
of getting
enhanced.
people
We're
to
going to
speak.
enhance the. We enhance the interrogation by adding torture to it.
You know, you're not a garbage man. You're a trash removal specialist. You know, whatever. It's the same fucking job. You can fucking sugarcoat it or call it whatever you want.
Yeah,
It's
enhanced
torture.
interrogation is nothing but a euphemism. Throwing out a euphemism is it's not a torture. It's enhanced interrogation.
They told him that word.
That's
Say, we need to get Greek
enhanced
Mohammed Abu
interrogation.
Zubaydah.
It's torture, my friend.
Well,
And I've had it done.
then yell
Have you
at
been
the CIA.
waterboarded?
What? Do you want
Have
me
you
to?
been waterboarded? Yeah,
No,
get waterboarded,
that's
and then
fine.
we'll ask you.
well,
Let me
guess what? I'm not
waterboard
blowing
you.
up
You know, one
America.
thing I will say, was Christopher Hitchens back in the day talked a lot of this like enhanced interrogation shit. And
Yeah.
he actually agreed to be waterboarded, and then afterwards he's like, "Oh, okay, yeah, it is torture." I was wrong.
Everyone that had kind of a right wing stance on that.
Oh, I remember
that
that.
was waterboarded.
Was it
Couldn't
torture?
handle more than like a few seconds of it.
Yeah, Hitchens I think lasted about 20 seconds.
Yeah.
and it's like, we're gonna give you these things to hold in your hands.
I mean, it's that bad.
And he dropped it like almost instantly.
Yeah, there was a talk show host, some big talk show host in some major American city named Mancow, and he lasted like 10 seconds. He was like, yeah, we should waterboard people. I'll get waterboarded. It's not a big deal. It's not really drowning. He lasted like 10 seconds, and then he said, definitely torture. Right after he said that.
Yeah, so I mean, like, seeing is believing, or rather, experiencing is believing.
Yeah.
But these fucking cowards just want to decry it. Like, I've never been waterboarded, but I know definitively it's not a torture.
And it's effective for getting information to save, people's lives. Is what they're. That's the big thing they're claiming here.
This is just waterboarding, too. There's a lot of other, so-called enhanced interrogation
Oh yeah, they play
tactics.
loud music, sleep
Yep.
deprivation,
Putting
don't
bugs
feed
on
you.
'em.
Apparently, they
Yeah.
were shoving.
Oh,
well,
God.
as we're about to find out in the next clip, probably they were also like shoving things up people's asses and
Oh
stuff
yeah,
too.
sure.
That is sexual assault.
No, it's enhanced interrogation.
Enhanced interrogation. Come on,
I'm not
Ben.
trying to destroy this country. I'm not trying to fight against democracy everywhere we go. These people
Neither are they.
These are the people that cut off Danny Pearl's head, and you're worried about their welfare.
No, I'm not worried about their welfare. I'm worried about
Are you
what our
afraid of
country
getting them? Are
stands
you afraid
for.
of getting them radical?
I'm
You
worried
afraid of them
about
going
what
over
this
deep
our
end?
country.
I wish they would have a fucking boxing match after this debate was
Oh
over.
god.
Oh man, that'd be great.
That would not be a match. That would just be Jesse Ventura knocking this little pretentious cocksucker's head off.
I know. And it's funny because he's like 60-something years old, and he could still kick
Oh,
this
he'd
dude's
still
ass.
win. He would win.
Oh,
of
yeah.
course.
Well, where's it going to end?
We have to end
Where
when
is it going to
when
end?
they're dead.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, how
When
come?
Al Qaeda loses,
Have
when
you
they decide
enlisted?
that they're
Have you
Like, what-
enlisted?
When you joining?
See, on Fox News, they're used to pushing people around. Usually they get, liberals that'll just, like Alan Combs,
Okay,
that'll
guys.
just kind of be, just sit
Like
there.
passive and
All right.
Yeah,
relaxed.
And they don't normally have Jesse Ventura on Fox News very often anymore.
I wonder why.
Yeah.
Have you enlisted, or are you just talking?
No, am I just talking? You want me to enlist?
Yeah.
You don't like our armed forces?
He's like, so you don't like our armed forces?
Don't like the military, huh? It's like he's a fucking former Navy SEAL, you fucking
Right.
moron.
Walk the walk. Don't talk the talk.
So wait a second. So if I'm
Ooh, I
not
like
in the
that.
military,
Yeah.
I can't pull for America?
Sure you can.
Yeah, and I can't
But
fight
don't
for
tell.
America?
But you ain't fighting for
All right.
us.
Yeah.
While they continue to
fighting
battle
for
it
it.
out,
If you're
we're
not
going to
in the
take a
military.
quick break. We'll be
I noticed he kind of does the rocking thing that TJ does. It's like,
Probably wants to get out of his chair and
Yeah,
punch this
yeah.
dude in the face.
right back.
Yeah, he does.
yeah.
He's probably full of like angry energy right now.
Exactly.
I think if he just like let that shit out, that couch would be flipped over.
Dude, it looks like that dude wants to jump out of his fucking seat.
Actually,
he looks like he wants to escape.
I think he's leaving.
Actually, later on, they come back. I don't have the full clip, but later on, they come back and they argue some more, and he does get pissed off and leave.
That's funny.
Actually, they talk about 9/11, because this is something I don't agree with Jesse Ventura on, is, you know, he was kind of a 9/11 conspiracy theorist. And they had an argument about that, and Kilmeade got mad and walked off. So
pussy. That still makes me happy, though, even though I don't agree with him on that.
Right.
That's still pretty funny.
Yeah, Jesse Ventura would be great if it weren't for all that conspiracy.
I know. Like, there's so many things that would actually cause me to vote, you know, for him for president, but the conspiracy theory shit just kind of threw me off.
Yeah, if he would just stop with that.
Shit, man, even with that, he's still better than most politicians.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I mean, I'd be like, you know, he's a little crazy, but it's still better than
And he doesn't
these guys.
toe a party line at all.
That's
so.
what I love.
All right, so the report came out, and there was a lot of
We
negative
should get
stuff
Jesse
in it.
Ventura on the fucking show.
That would be awesome, and it could happen.
Does he have
honestly.
a Twitter?
Oh, yes.
Everyone go tweet to Jesse Ventura that he should be on the Drunken Peasants.
Yes.
That would be fucking
Make sure you let him know that we actually get people to watch, too.
Yeah, like let him know that we have people that actually watch this show.
Yes. And that we would like to have him on, because that would be awesome, honestly.
And Ben wants to suck his cock.
I've never been nervous doing a show before, but I probably would be if we had Jesse Ventura on here, honestly.
Jesse Ventura is cool.
Yeah.
All right.
So the report came out, and there's a bunch of negative shit in it, just like, you know, TJ and Scotty were saying earlier. All sorts of crazy shit. I didn't know about the anal stuff, but that's fucked up.
They called it like anal feeding or something.
Right.
Pretty gross.
The next clip is actually the CIA director trying to defend what was done.
No.
In a 45-minute-long press conference,
Asshole.
CIA Director John Brennan never used the word torture to describe interrogation
He
practices.
looks like a slime ball.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
We
He's a
have
nice
never
guy.
done anything wrong.
He never even used the word torture. He didn't say this is not torture. He didn't say, you know, they're accusing us of torturing or anything like that. He's just avoiding the word altogether.
Oh, of course.
In some instances, I consider them abhorrent, and I will leave to others how they might want to label those activities.
Torture.
In an extraordinary move, Brennan
We
spoke
labeled
to
it.
reporters,
And you know what it is, you
defending
lying
his
piece of
agency,
shit.
reminding everyone of the difficult challenges after 9/11.
In our pain,
Oh
we
my
pledged to
God.
come together as one and to do
What
what we
pain?
could to prevent Osama bin Laden and his killing machine from ever carrying out another attack.
His killing
It
machine.
led to so-called enhanced interrogation techniques against CIA detainees, waterboarding, being put in stress positions, deprived
Torture.
of sleep, chained to walls.
Torture.
Brennan admitted mistakes were made by some, but never said the so-called enhanced interrogation program was a mistake overall.
Wow.
I will leave it to others to as to what they want to label it. It's like,
Right.
okay, everyone with a brain would label it as torture. You being a fucking government bureaucrat, will of course, want to play the semantics game. Like, well, maybe it's not so bad because Osama bin Laden would kill you if we didn't do it. It's like, you lying sack of shit. Give me a fucking break. Do you really expect us to believe this? Like, we're just so fucking stupid. Like, it makes sense. He's wearing a suit and tie. You know, give me a break.
I cannot say with certainty whether or not individuals acted with complete honesty. When I look at what went on at the time, there are...
He's speaking very robotically. You notice that?
Yeah. He has to very
He's struggling
carefully.
to speak.
Right. He's overanalyzing.
Because it's a semantics game. He cannot actually admit to anything while saying something.
He's probably trying to avoid the word torture as a whole because he knows that's what it is.
Absolutely.
Certain
It's like,
people
I gotta do this
did
speech.
things that I'm not sure about how to classify those things, but yeah.
Yeah, he almost sounds like Shatner, actually.
But clearly, the questions about why certain techniques were used...
And in the hunt for
Now, if it was
Osama
Shatner,
bin
it'd be like,
Laden,
why certain techniques
Right.
that we use.
The pauses.
Yeah.
You know.
did enhanced interrogation actually result in intelligence critical to finding him?
I am not going to attribute that to the use of the EITs. I'm just going to state, as a matter of fact, the information that they provided was used.
So you're not even going to say you're not
the
even
information was used. What that means nothing.
Why even have a fucking press conference if you're not even really going to say anything? You know?
He might as well just stood up there and played the fucking Charlie Brown parents noises. Wah, 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 wah. You know, like, for all the fuck he's saying, that would be probably a better choice.
As Brennan spoke at CIA headquarters, Senate Intelligence Committee Chair Dianne Feinstein
Communist.
tweet-stormed. CIA helps keep our nation safe, strong. Torture does not. Brennan said there's no proof enhanced interrogation
Liberalism.
was the reason detainees offered up useful intelligence.
The cause and effect relationship between the use of EITs and useful information subsequently provided by the detainee
give it an acronym. That makes it sound better.
Yeah.
EITs.
EIT
is, in my view, unknowable.
Feinstein
Unknowable.
on Twitter.
Wait a minute. Hold on. How is it unknowable?
He's the fucking director. Like,
Right,
He
you know,
runs
I'm like-
this shit. How
Yeah,
does
I
he
mean,
not
like-
know what happens under his jurisdiction and his power?
It's unknowable. There's just no way to know if it works or not. It's like, okay, well, do they give you reliable information after you torture them? Yes or no? It's unknowable. It's like, well, then maybe we shouldn't be doing that.
The information was used.
It was used in some vague, nebulous way.
CIA says unknowable if we could have gotten the intel other ways. Study shows it is knowable. CIA had info before torture. Now, Brennan also went on to say that he does believe there's a strong prospect coercive interrogation methods do lead, in fact, to false information. He said prisoners, detainees often may give that false information. The record shows they do, that sometimes they just want to make it stop.
Yeah.
Right.
No shit.
I'd say probably about 100% of the time.
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure that some information at some point has been gained through torturing people, but it's so unreliable because people will say anything just to stop you from fucking torturing them. You know, like I said, people confess to being witches. There is no such thing as a fucking witch.
Right. I
I could get people to confess, are you an alien in disguise? No, I swear I'm not. What if I hook these electrical cables up to your nipples and fucking shock the shit out of you? Oh, God, I'm an alien. I'm a fucking alien,
It
please.
stops if you admit you're an alien. I'm an alien. You know, who wouldn't say that? You're being tortured. You're going to say anything to get out of it.
So I think we're going to cover one more news story before we go into our crazy ad segment. And then
Crazy ads.
Yep.
Crazy ads.
Yep. So
a favorite segment here at the DP podcast.
apparently, Illinois has made it a felony to record a police officer.
I read that this morning.
Yeah.
Which is, how does these things? Do people vote on like, passing that, or do they just?
No.
Voting? You think that's how democracy works?
Yeah,
Fool.
it's usually either local or state government that would pass a law
That's
like
scary
that.
to me. I mean, cops already scare me as it is, and the fact that they now have that against that you can't legally record. Thankfully, it's legal here, but that's scary. That's even more scary, and I'm scared of cops now. So
Yeah, why would they even want to make that a law? Why? I mean, it was
cops are supposed to
already
be trustworthy people you
Exactly.
can go to. So if they're supposedly these trustworthy people that you or help the community, then there should be no reason why you can't record them, considering
film
that they're
me.
there to help you. Like,
Remember the video, like, it was like last week where they were like, I think it was in Denver, and they're like, camera.
Yeah, they saw someone filming him, and the cop had like this very like camera.
This is actually
Like,
the
everyone knows what we're supposed to do. Oh, this is InfoWars.
Yeah, this is them talking about it. So there's like some interesting conspiracy theories behind it too, which are kind of hilarious.
Neat.
Yeah. InfoWars. But it's not Alex Jones.
I just want to point out that Obama took some time out of his busy presidential schedule on Monday. He was meeting with the royal family. He went over to the Colbert Report and did a little, reading of the news there. But then he also went over to talk to his folks at BET. Now, the president said the protests over Eric Garner and Mike Brown are necessary to trigger America's conscience so long as they are peaceful. The president said sometimes a country's conscience has to be triggered by some inconvenience. So here he is on BET, totally disregarding the widespread rioting and looting that has taken place in some of these cities.
I don't understand what this has to do with the fucking felony in Illinois, but I assume she's going to make some sort of connection to
Some point.
Saying that the country needs to be inconvenienced. So this is kind of like the inconvenience that he caused last year by shutting down the nation's monuments, which of course we saw that last year where all the vets brought the barricades there to the White House and dumped them there. That was a political decision, to inconvenience.
Wait, wasn't that because
No, it was the government shutdown.
Wasn't that the government shutdown because the Republicans wouldn't pass a budget?
Yes.
How the fuck is that Obama's fault?
And we absolutely can't use this girl as our thumbnail.
Who else but Obama? Obama's such a dick.
Country. So very political there. But I'm sorry, the protests completely jumped the shark for me when they decided that white people weren't allowed to put their hands up and in solidarity with the protest there. That was when it was over for me. Hashtag only Black Lives Matter. I'm done. Now, speaking of recording police in public, which is one of the main reasons.
The hashtag isn't only Black Lives Matter. The hashtag is Black Lives Matter.
Right.
If it said only Black Lives Matter, then I'm sure most people would be like, whoa.
Right. The point of it is that they also matter.
Right.
Yes.
I don't. Okay.
Reasons why we are seeing these protests going on all over the country because of the horrendous activity by the police that's been caught on camera. Well, earlier this year, the Illinois Supreme Court overturned a draconian eavesdropping law which would make it a felony to record public officials without their permission. Well, today, that bill is back with a vengeance. A lot of things happening today. Now, this amendment removed all of the bill's previous content, replacing it with the new ban on recording, and they passed it both House and Senate with an overwhelming majority, while citizens were busy debating on a minimum wage hike, of course, that did not pass. So they're distracting everyone with their minimum wage hike while they're passing this law that discourages people from recording conversations with police by making it unlawful to record a conversation with police or an attorney general, assistant attorney general, state's attorney, a judge. They'll make it a class 3 felony. So basically, you'll be punished with more of a crime if you record a police officer or another public official than you would for recording a private individual.
Yeah. It's weird to actually kind of agree with something that they say on InfoWars. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
But
I don't like it. I feel dirty.
They are right about that. It's like, why, it's so strange. Like, why would you not want to record a prosecutor or a judge or something? Like, the only time in Illinois you can do that apparently now is if they're actually in official public capacity. Like, okay, the judge is in front of the court, but if you try to film the judge leaving the court, it's like, oh,
jail,
felony.
Well, I'm never going to Illinois, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean,
there was no compelling reason to go there even before this.
There were people who basically got life sentences for filming police officers. They ended up getting thrown out, the charges, but there were people that were facing something like 80 years, for something like filming a cop in Illinois. So it looks like they've made it even worse at this point.
You gotta love freedom.
A private citizen, which is a class 4 felony. So you're still going to get a little prison time there, but even more so if you record the police. Obviously, what is this going to do? It's going to make people incredibly fearful of recording their interactions with police officers, which, as we've seen over the last few months, is an extremely important thing for American people to be able to do to protect themselves. And of course, we need more transparency and accountability in government because that's what helps to prevent tyranny. Now,
yeah, so
I agree.
Yep.
I agree, yeah.
There's really nothing to fucking go against there. So you want to get started with the stupid ads?
Yeah, we'll move on to that.
Stupid ads. Something is shaking. I don't like it.
What's shaking?
I just hear dogs shaking.
Oh, well.
My dog did shake.
Oh.
Kick it. Kick it in the teeth.
All right, let's see. Okay, here's an interesting commercial that I saw.
Okay, we're
Oh
done.
no, not this. I responded
Yes.
to this shit.
Thank God for that.
God. What do you mean?
Who in this day and age still believes in God?
Well, I do.
And like millions and
cute
millions
face.
and millions of motherfuckers out there.
No one does.
Fucking shitty atheists.
Right.
Who in this day and age still believes in God?
Most people.
You're a fucking idiot, you are.
Well, you obviously missed all the wars, the devastation, the poverty, everything that goes wrong in this world.
Well, I don't believe in dentists.
Yeah.
If there are dentists in the world, why do so many people have broken, infected, and missing teeth?
I can't help people that don't come to me to have their teeth fixed.
Exactly. It's the same way with God.
What?
No, it's not.
Wow.
No, plenty of people come to God and are still fucked up.
It's a bit rich for us to expect God to help people who don't come to Him, and
Yeah.
instead insist on doing things their own way.
Fucking people.
And how am I meant to come
and their
to God?
individuality.
Just talk to Him.
Just talk to him.
Hey, God, what's up?
God!
What's up,
Show
God?
yourself.
God, what's up?
How you
Give me a
doing?
dragon dildo now. I want one.
I want $10 million. Come on, God, just put it right here.
You're not G-Man.
You're right. Fuck.
It's like, I gotta consider that.
Yeah.
Wow, that was horrible.
Yeah.
I did that for a Facepalm Sunday video. I responded. It was so. Oh my god.
Here's another
Where
kind
these
of.
commercials actually get shown. Like, do they get shown on television or Christian
Yeah,
stations?
I'm thinking this one. I don't know because this is from another country.
Yeah, who knows?
But here's another one. Another religious commercial.
Nun werde ich euch beweisen,
I'll let everyone see the subtitles.
dass Gott, wenn es ihn gibt, böse ist. Hat Gott alles, was existiert, erschaffen? Wenn Gott alles erschaffen hat, dann hat er auch das Böse geschaffen. Das bedeutet, Gott ist böse.
Herr Professor, existiert Kälte?
Was für eine Frage soll das sein? Natürlich existiert die Kälte. War euch noch nie kalt?
Nein, in der Tat, Herr Professor, die Kälte existiert nicht. Nach den Gesetzen der Physik ist das, was wir als kalt empfinden, nur das Fehlen von Wärme. Und existiert Dunkelheit, Herr Professor?
Selbstverständlich existiert sie.
Nein, sie ist nur das Fehlen von Licht. Wir können das Licht messen, aber die Dunkelheit...
So far you're getting the point. What he's
Right, he's
yeah.
gonna be like, evil is just the
Das Böse
absence of
existiert
God.
nicht, genau wie die Kälte
Right.
und die Dunkelheit. Gott hat das Böse nicht geschaffen. Es ist das Ergebnis dessen, was Gottes Hand noch nicht berührt hat.
So basically they're saying a smart guy believed in God, therefore God exists.
Yep.
Yeah. I've heard that argument.
Albert
quite a few
Einstein
times.
didn't believe in a personal God.
Yeah.
If you
I
actually
do
re-
believe it. God
if you
created
actually-
evil.
If you
I
actually
mean,
delve,
he created. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
go ahead.
God created Satan, so he created all of the angels. So therefore, if he created the angels and Satan fell, then by definition he created or allowed evil to exist. In if he had,
Communism.
it doesn't make sense to me how how a creation and that creation chooses to go away and he has the power to stop it, and yet he's not responsible for allowing that to happen. So he is responsible for evil. And that's the biggest problem that I had with Christian theology and why I converted out of the church was they couldn't answer a substantial reason on the problem of evil. And that is, I think, one of the biggest problems that Christianity faces is, in fact, the problem of evil.
All right, so now we're moving into a little more silliness with commercials.
Do you have trouble getting a good night's sleep?
No.
Are you constantly tossing and turning?
No.
Trying to find
Yeah.
the perfect
Always have to.
position of comfort?
I lay down and I'm perfectly comfortable every
If your
time,
current pillow
instantly.
makes it difficult for you to relax and sleep easily,
True.
you can now rest assured. The Booty Pillow is the product you've been waiting for. It's the perfect asset to a good night's sleep. It's nature's perfect pillow.
So it's like the small of a woman's back, basically.
Okay.
Modeled after nature's perfect shape.
My girl is always on the road for business, so I don't get to cuddle with her the way I like to. Thanks to Booty Pillow, I feel like she's still here.
Wow.
My back was always hurting me.
and I couldn't do anything.
All right, now this is the definition of objectifying women.
Right.
But can you come on the booty pillow? Does it allow you to do that? You know?
The booty pillow also comes with a
Come on
covert
the ass. I
hole.
want to come on the fucking booty
It's-
pillow.
You could put your fleshlight in it.
It is
and-
like the fuck me silly, basically. We showed these products.
The booty pillow.
The fuck my big black ass and the fuck me silly mega masturbators.
Mhm.
Yeah, they were just big rubber asses, basically.
That you could fuck.
Yeah.
Lay on me. Thanks to the booty pillow, my back doesn't hurt anymore, and I can go as I
Dun, dun, dun,
The
dun,
booty
dun,
pillow
dun.
is made to provide maximum comfort. Wherever you use it at the office to ease back pain. Use it in your bed to sleep. Use it on the couch while watching a movie.
I cannot believe this shit is real, but it is. I always make sure that they're real before we use them. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay.
I'm gonna look it up right now. Bootypillows.com. I gotta look this up.
Yep. It is definitely real.
Everyone go buy yourself a booty pillow.
TJ already owns 3.
Oh my God, you're right. It is.
Yep.
They even have a Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube account. Oh God.
Everyone tweet to the booty pillow and let them know how useful their product is.
Here's another great product that everyone must have this holiday season.
Are you tired of taking your dog for a walk and picking up after their mess?
Oh, yeah.
Are you tired of using grocery bags?
I love how they always start with a bunch of questions. Are you tired of this?
Are you tired of this shit? We finally figured out a solution.
I like how the
Your products-
URL is poo trap and not poop trap, assuming that
Right.
poop trap was already taken.
Yeah. Probably pooped.
that are heavy and not useful. It can get very messy when your pet goes in the house or on the sidewalk or even your neighbor's lawn. We have the answer for you.
Hey, is that Grendel?
It looks just like him.
Little pug.
Damn, it's Grendel.
Introducing Poo Trap, an amazing new product that eliminates the need of picking up after your dog.
Oh, why?
It's a unique new product
Why
that
would
fits
you
any
do that
size
to your
without
dog?
any hassles, and
Hold
your
on.
pets will love it
That
too.
is
Hold
torture.
on, hold on.
That is
Without
torture.
any hassles, dude.
No,
That
it's
looks
enhanced.
That looks
I'm
way
sorry,
more
I'd rather
difficult
pick it
to
up
deal
with a
with.
baggie than put that
Yeah.
on my dog.
Yeah, like put your fucking.
That is. Oh, man.
Maybe if your dog
It's
was
a
like
fucking
perfectly
trap.
cooperative.
Yeah, my dog would be too distracted.
My dog, my dog's scared of everything. So if she did that, like if she sees people when she's pooping and she sees someone walk by, she'll like actually try to walk as she's shitting, and she gets so afraid of everything. I know for a fact that she I don't know what she'd do, but she'd be terrified. She probably wouldn't go poop.
It's easy to install on your dog and makes your walking experience fun. Walking your dog just got easier with
my
the
dog
Poo
would not
Trap.
allow that. I cannot imagine Yujiro being like, hey, buddy, let me put this right on your ass. He'd be like moving around like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
What are you doing to me, you fucking human piece of shit?
No
Not only that,
poops,
like
no-
I would be embarrassed for my neighbors to even see my dog with that. I think people just
No oops.
this
no
is the
oops. Poo Trap is
Yeah.
available in 8 sizes and 3 colors. There are no substitutes. Poo Trap, the magic poop collector. Order yours today.
Holy shit.
No thanks.
I get it.
This is not an ordinary workout.
No, it's not.
This is not boring.
No.
Oh,
It
okay.
is very boring so
This
far.
You will not soon forget.
I've already forgotten
You
it.
will build strength.
What the fuck?
Next way.
Oh, man.
First I thought it said get raped, and I was like, whoa, this escalated
Yeah.
quickly.
It might as well.
With the most dynamic fitness tool on the planet.
And I thought that. I mean, hold on. I thought the shake weight was as gay as it was
Right.
gonna get, but apparently not.
No, there's this product.
This does look like this could probably be used as a sex toy. I'm pretty sure.
For some people, yeah.
Vagina.
Or anything.
The world's first flexing dumbbell is here. Free Flexor for men. Standard weights only work one angle of the muscle in one direction. The Free Flexor works your muscles at every angle, in every direction, for a more effective and complete workout. The Free Flexor introduces
At only the cost of your dignity.
Right.
the
What?
theory of circular strength technology. The flexing
Wow, he's going at it.
Yeah,
Wow.
good hand
with
job.
enough force to make your muscles contract as many as 300 times per minute. By spinning the weights at each end, you can create unlimited torque. Unlimited
Unlimited
tension that
torque.
will make your muscles cry.
Your muscles will cry.
Make them cry.
Shut up.
Finally, you have the chance to take strength training to the next level for only $39.95.
Oh my god.
That is
It's
the dumbest.
expensive.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I think we need to make a fake product like this, and anyone who orders it, we just send a hit squad to their house and kill them as like a fucking eugenics program to weed out stupid people. That's horrible.
TJ, I think you're looking at your Christmas present right there, buddy.
Oh, I could find some uses for it.
Here's another ad.
Never mind.
If your child's afraid of the dark, the whole family loses sleep. You could use a nightlight, but here's something that's fun. Give them a pillow that lights up. It's the Bright Light Pillow. It's a real pillow that lights up. It's comfy, it's bright, it's even smart.
What if
Here's
the kid
why.
pees the bed or something?
Right.
And breaks it. It fries the electronic system in it.
Just tap the Bright Light Pillow to turn it on. Its 24 LED lights provide soothing, perfect light for 15 minutes, and then automatically shuts itself off. The Bright Light Pillow's smart design will provide hundreds of hours of beautiful, soft light on just 3 AA batteries. Bright Light Pillow's quality LED lights are guaranteed not to burn out and give off no
You know what I like in a pillow is like a bunch of hard lights and a battery pack inside the pillow.
That sounds real comfortable for
That's
your neck.
always really comfortable.
Your Bright Light Pillow changes colors
We also
automatically
filled it
from
with
red,
thumbtacks.
blue, white, green, yellow. It's a light show in a pillow.
Wow!
Bet you never had this.
Sold me.
So-
I'm gonna go buy one.
It's like a light show in a pillow.
In a pillow.
Dude, it's just like some LED strips programmed to change colors.
Right.
And they're literally selling it for like $30 or something.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll move on to the next one. Here's the ultimate lazy product. Like, you thought not picking up dog poop was lazy. You know, this is
Does
like,
this one start with one of those black and white montages of how difficult some easy task is?
It may. Let's see.
Tired of turning on the faucet.
We all love home
It does.
and sauces, but who wants to stand in front of the stove for hours?
Not
straight?
me!
And if you happen to step away, you can end up burning your food.
You have to step away for like 30 minutes.
RoboStir. It stirs, so you don't have to.
Oh my fucking god.
Right.
There's no hope for the human species. All right, asteroid, come on, we're ready.
Yeah. Time for Armageddon.
If I ever heard the world's gonna end, I would just, if someone was like really upset about it, I'd just show them this and be like, doesn't it deserve to?
If we have this, what's it? If we're gonna have toilets that move to us, where we can sit in the same spot constantly, 24/7. Like,
Yeah,
this
we'll
is-
just put the poo trap on your own. They need a poo trap for people.
Right.
Are you tired of having to go to the toilet every time you poop? Try the poo trap
Dude,
for people.
That was like the episode of South Park where they played WoW. Toilet!
Yeah, everyone just needs a Cartman's mom with a bucket.
Into any pot or pan. With the touch of a button, it automatically starts to stir. With the RoboStir,
Are you too
finally
fucking
have
lazy
that
to
third hand in
stir?
the kitchen, so you can get 2 things done at once. The RoboStir is specially designed to cover every inch of the bottom of the pan. The silicone feet even get up against the edges, so nothing sticks and nothing's left unstirred. Use it in any size pot because RoboStir is 100% waterproof, so it even works underwater. It's battery operated and so sturdy it can stir for up to 4 hours and stand heat up to 572 degrees. Now you can turn your back on your food and it won't burn. RoboStir is great for gravy, super for soups and stews, and for beans it's the best. Mixed marinara, masala.
I have a question. Like, what if you have like your pan is on the fucking stove and like it's like a little wobbly, and the stirrer just every time it goes over one part, the pan kind of tilts a little, and then like slowly it just fucking gets further and further to one side to the point where it just fucking flips over and spills on the damn floor.
Right. Yeah,
because I can easily foresee that happening.
Well, my frying pans are slanted because they're older ones. They're actually like it doesn't lay flat on the burner. So if I use this, I know that wouldn't work because it would be at a slant.
This wouldn't work anyway, ever. This is just stupid.
We're gonna do just a few more here. Here's another weird one.
You want to stay covered after being wet, but your towel just won't let. Robes are heavy and hot, and towels with fasteners? I think not. Now there's the wearable towel. The towel with arm openings. The wearable towel keeps you totally covered and gives you the freedom to use
Hey,
your
wait a
hands.
minute. That's like Isn't that fucking How the World Works? Is
Yep.
music in the
Yes,
background there?
it is.
Yeah, it is.
What the hell? Yeah, you're right.
Oh
I'd rather
man.
have my Wookiee bathrobe, which I have from Star Wars.
Great for getting the paper.
That's
Ideal to wear before a swim. And perfect to wear
They
with
look like
family and
Romans.
friends.
They're wearing togas, basically.
Yeah,
It's
I would
basically-
laugh at people if I saw them wearing this shit.
I would laugh at people I saw them using any of the products we've seen so far.
Yeah.
It's ultra absorbent. First class in quality. And comes in red, white, and blue. What's
We're the
totally amazing
Flintstones.
is there are absolutely no fasteners. The wearable towel is unisex.
The
and can be
wearable
worn
towel.
in a tunic style.
Previously known as
and
the robe.
in a toga style. This is not
You
sold
can
in stores,
fucking
so
wear
hurry.
a towel on you to begin with.
Right.
You know
Not
how
if
to
you're
wrap
as
it.
fat as me. It just fucking. There's no
Then
towel.
you get an
that's
extra
large enough.
large towel.
No. Even that.
TJ, then you need the wearable towel.
I
Even
can
that's
sew,
just
so
a
I can make it any
washcloth
size,
for me.
technically.
Only 3 easy payments of $9.99, TJ, plus shipping and handling.
This is stupid.
All right. So we got 4 more. Here's the next one.
Oh god, I'm scared.
Hey kids, let me ask you a question.
What?
What stuff can you stuff in a stuffy till your stuffy's stuffed enough stuff?
How much stuff can I stuff in a stuffy till my stuffy's stuffed enough stuff?
Yeah.
How much stuff can you stuff in a stuffy till your stuffy's
Wow.
stuffed enough stuff?
Stuffies are cuddly creatures on a mission to keep your kids' treasure safe.
How much stuff can you stuff in a stuffy till your stuffy's
Okay.
stuffed enough stuff?
Very
Because
annoying.
Stuffies
Not
have
clever.
secret pockets.
It's
that are
not
fun
good
to
the first
discover.
time,
Plus,
it
your
is-
child's stuffy will arrive with a free storybook and secret surprise inside.
I want to play that music over a porno
Surprise
where
your
some
child
chick is
with a
getting like
stuffy, so they
double
can discover for
penetrated or something.
themselves.
How much stuff can you stuff in a stuffy till your stuffy's
Good gun safe to like put my guns and stuff in. Like a couple
Mm-hmm.
pistols and that.
I think it'd
Yeah, I
be
don't
fun to
think
just play the
it's-
theme song over some porn, you know? Some girls getting stuffed. How much stuff can you stuff in?
For a special savings event and limited edition stuffies, you can go to stuffies.com. Must be 18 years or older.
It's just like a fucking stuffed animal with a slit cut in it. I don't know.
But
All
that
right.
slid in the back of it or something.
This is an old commercial for an old game that has a pretty interesting name.
Sweet.
Yep.
Brian, we want our free gift, bitch.
Yeah.
The name of the game is Ball Buster.
Ball Buster.
Ball Buster.
It's a family game.
You busted my balls, son.
And for adults, it's exciting.
She's gonna bust my balls later.
You make strategic offense.
Damn it, Darlene, I told you to quit busting my
How can
balls.
it fucking be strategic? You pull something back and you hit another ball. It's not like fucking chess.
You make those balls just clap together.
This is one of the great strategy games.
Right.
Chess, risk,
Then try to
ball
bust
buster.
your opponent's balls. It's as easy as checkers. But exacting like pool.
What? It's like checkers, but it's also like pool? What?
Who knows?
You're a ball buster.
You're a ball.
He told her. I am.
Yeah, they know.
Oh, there's
Yeah.
the wink. She's sexually objectifying him.
Yep. Here's an.
She's just, it's just like, yeah, we know what we're saying here.
There's 2 more.
Flat D.
Innovations, a 9-year-old personal care products manufacturer, introduces a new concept for flatulence
Okay,
odor
the way he's
control
speaking is so
while you are
monotone,
in a
slow.
bed or a chair.
Flatulence
Here's
odor
a familiar
control.
scene,
Yes, sir.
fluffing the covers.
Oh,
dissipates
God, the
the
fart
gas.
smell.
It doesn't
I
always
shit my
work.
pants again.
How about if you had half a sleeping bag to cover and enclose your
Oh,
lower
yeah.
body? And when you pass
Sounds
gas,
wonderful.
it would contain and neutralize that odor.
I need to get this from my mom.
Don't
for
worry about
Christmas.
being
A bag full of farts.
No, she fucking. She's always complaining that my dad is farts at night, and she actually they have a guest bedroom that she just goes in the other room and sleeps because my dad farts at night so bad, and it's so disgusting.
Just put a piece of duct tape over his asshole each night.
Wow.
I don't think you want to even touch that asshole. God.
Kaboom.
embarrassed anymore while you are in the gas sack. It is actually
Yeah, you don't have to
breathable.
be embarrassed when you're in the gas sack because your flatulence is so
You don't
horrible.
have to be embarrassed anymore when you're in the gas sack. Not at all.
and comfortable, just like a sleeping bag. You will sleep more soundly knowing that your smelly gas will be contained within the bag.
Yeah, and then in the morning, all the gas comes out at once.
People wearing incontinence pads or adult diapers will be confident others won't be affected by their gas odor. The secret is in our...
I don't know. Yeah, they're saying, like, basically if you wear diapers and you shit your pants, you can wear this around, you know.
Activated charcoal cloth that the
Charcoal
gas sack
cloth,
is made
that's
out
the
of.
secret.
It will actually neutralize the odor molecules from inside the
Odor
bag.
molecules.
Find this and many other highly effective odor control products at our flatd.
Yeah.
I'll look at that one too now.
Yep, the gas sack. Here's the last one. I know that they make it pretty apparent that they understand the name of their product here and that it's kind of a gimmick, but it's still pretty funny. Yeah!
Dun, 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 upbeat.
Honey, can you open this jar of pickles for me?
Sure, but I'm gonna need a hand job first.
Sounds like a
That
smart
was
guy.
unexpected.
Right.
Okay.
Introducing HandJob, the revolutionary multi-grip system that everyone's talking about. Having trouble getting your motor started? All strain and no gain in the garage? Are your golden years affecting your ability to pop under pressure? Sounds like you need a hand job.
Ben.
Yeah.
Come on.
This is real.
Are you sure?
Yes, I looked it up. Do you see the website?
They need a hand job.
Wow.
I bet you can actually get a lot of clicks.
Right.
Be the envy of the neighborhood with a hand job in the front yard.
Okay.
Get the party started with a hand job.
Hold on. You know what? I feel bad for any, like, blind person that's, like, just listening to a television program or something and this comes on. They're like, what the fuck is going on?
Well, thank you. It's easy. Just twist and tug.
What a sweet release!
And cross those hard-to-satisfy loved ones off your list with a heartwarming holiday hand job.
Thanks, Uncle Greg!
Wow. Yeah, that's wrong on so many levels.
Here's how to
Is
order.
Uncle a Catholic
Experience
priest?
all the benefits of a genuine hand job for just $4.95. But wait! Order within the next 10 minutes and you'll receive a second hand job absolutely free. 2 hand jobs for under $5. That's a great deal at any economy. Go to IneedAHandJob.com. That's IneedAHandJob.com. Don't believe we're serious? Go to IneedAHandJob.com and see for yourself. Hand job, you deserve it.
Wow.
Yeah, that
So usually these are
that is a clever marketing strategy. I mean, seriously.
Usually these are terrible ads, but that was actually pretty awesome. So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's the show. Thanks everyone who stuck with us here and watched.
And fuck you, Repsion, you piece of shit. We hate you here.
I thought you wanted anal from me. Or at least me to
I do.
prick your body with some needles.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
But for now, I hate you.
We will be
For
back.
now.
We will be back here on Monday. Everyone have a good weekend. And yeah.
By the way, Daniel, the Deadpool movie's gonna suck.
No, well, it may suck. It may. If they actually put it at PG-13, the film can go PG-13. It is possible because in the comics they bleep out all the profanity for the most part, unless you read like an MA comic, which doesn't. So it is possible to make it PG-13 and make it not suck. But
I think I need Shia LaBeouf to play Deadpool.
Fox
that
terrible
sounds
at,
awesome.
films to begin with. So.
If we can't have Ben Affleck because he's busy playing Batman, I need Shia LaBeouf to play Deadpool.
Shia LaBeouf.
Fox may ruin this. I mean, did you hear what they're doing with Fantastic Four? Doctor Doom is an internet troll. I mean, that just shows you where Fox is going with these comic book movies. So.
Oh, hell yeah.
Fox knows what it's doing.
They got
All
it
right,
all
well,
figured out.
thanks for being on the show, Daniel.
Yep,
Yep,
thank
thank
you.
you.
for
We
having
love
me.
you, Daniel.
I enjoyed this one. It was hilarious, and I cried.
Daniel,
a few
son,
times
paint
with
the
these
fence.
videos.
We love you, Daniel.
Yes.
Give us a hug. Embrace my man
Come here and I'll
bosoms.
give you a nice warm hug. I'll have a nice hard erection for you.
Woo!
Whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah. All right.
Show's over.
Good night, everybody.
Night, night.